I'm trying to look at the light. They're too bright. Hey, everyone, what's going on? I had to sneeze, and the sneeze wouldn't come out. So Dom was showing me, look at the light, look at the light. And I said, I don't want to go towards the light. Bad things happen when you go towards the light, I heard. Live streaming can be tricky. If you think about it.
Live streaming can be tricky.
Bad things do happen if you look into the light. If you go to the light. You could die. If you're a bug, you get electrocuted. Just throwing these things out there. What's going on, everyone? It seems like I feel like I've been away forever. I took a 4-day sabbatical just to, holidays and stuff like that. And of course, we got a lot of stuff coming on real soon. Not this Thursday, but next Thursday. There's something big happening, Dom. Do you know what it is, Dom?
It's last Thursday of the month, and it's always a big.
It's the last Thursday in the month. Some people, it's a 2-day. It's a 2 or 3 paycheck month for some people. But that's not it. There's some kind of draft going on. James jumping in. We got Big Blue Forever also in the room. I didn't acknowledge Big Blue Forever. What's going on? A starter. I've already started. I was late. Jesus. What's up, Big James and the Don Juan? Of course, we got the draft coming up, Dom. We got the draft coming up in under 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Giants are at voluntary minicamp right now as we speak. The Easter Bunny has dropped off packages, I guess. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We got a lot of stuff going on here because you know what? The Giants are going to probably be finalizing their big draft board. They're going to be figuring stuff out. They're going to be getting stuff ready. So, Dom, it's time. There's no more. Let's talk. We'll only have to hear about mock drafts for another 6 or 7 days.
It's going to be a long 6 or 7 days, right?
Because you know what? Because some people are on like their 37th mock draft.
I heard Mel Kiper was on number 364.
360. I haven't even done one, and Mel Kiper's done 364. Yeah. There's something very wrong here.
Yeah. A little disclaimer.
Someone in your house, Mr. Alvarez says, Malik Willis. It's Malik Willis, baby. It's his season. I'm not even wearing giant gear anymore. I'm not wearing giant gear until after the draft. I'm going to just wear my Malik Willis Liberty jersey, my Harley Davidson Willie G hat, and that's all I'm going to wear. Don't even have on underwear. That's what I'm going to wear. The seat's a little sticky, but I'm good. Because you know what? If the Giants don't draft Malik Willis, if they don't,
you're gonna cry.
If they do something stupid and they draft like
Cross.
They draft Cross at 5. I may have a conniption.
I won't be happy if we take Charles Cross at 5. I really, really won't be happy.
I wouldn't be happy if they took him at 7. What's up, Brandon? What's going on? What's going on, my brother? What's up, Big Dan? Good afternoon. Always coming in, dropping here with the Sam Huff. We got the Big James saying, smash that like as you walk into the club. That's what you need to do. Jay Sports Car says, with the 5th pick, the New York Giants select Archie Manning. I think that's what people are thinking of. I think that's what they're thinking of, Dom. I think they're waiting for Archie Manning. I really do. I did a video today about Kyler Murray.
You did?
I did. Shockingly.
How long we got to wait for Archie Manning, by the way? 3 years?
3 years? 4 years. 4 years. Did a video about it. Just said that the Giants should, inquire. Not even do anything. Just inquire about him because of the fact that, because he's a talent. He's got 90 touchdowns and 34 interceptions and an additional 1,700 yards, rushing another 20 touchdowns. Oh my God! You would think we have the Messiah in Daniel Jones because his numbers must be so comparable to Kyler Murray's. For people, just before you do anything, Dom, just look at the light. There must be something going on here. There's something very wrong here.
Who are you? Sorry, I looked at this light and I have no idea what's going on.
I don't understand. People are like, well, he's a whiner. He's a crybaby because he wants a raise. And I said something to someone today. I said, if you were at your job and you felt you were underpaid, are you a whiner if you go into your boss's office and ask for a raise? Does that make you a whiner? And I even told the guy, I said, I guess the entire time you've been at your job, you have never once asked for a raise.
I mean, it's a good job that John Mara isn't whining about all the reasons why Daniel Jones has struggled, right? I mean, good. We don't have whiners in New York.
We got plenty of wine bars. What's up, Big J? Jay's dropping into the house saying, we got the Eagles now. Or that's a hawk. I never know. Good afternoon, Tom. The strip club reps are here. We're here in the house. Giants 34. I've missed
only one strip club. There's only one strip club.
There's only one strip club. There's only one strip club that we all know about. It's the best strip club in the whole wide world. Brendan's O's, Neil and Willis, I hope. Fingers crossed. Or is that a thumbs up? Or yes. Abe Froman wants to know, would you trade for Murray? Yes. I would actually, I'm going to tell you what I'd give. Thank you for asking that question.
Well, I would say we planned it, but we never do.
Thank you for asking that question. Would I give up? What would I give up for Kyler Murray? I would give up Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I mean, Arizona are going, yeah, do you know what? That seems an ideal
we got Jones. I would give up Daniel Jones. I would give up the 7th pick, and I would give up a 3rd rounder for the next 2 seasons.
22, 23. Yeah, okay. Do you think Arizona take that?
No.
I suppose it depends on. Depends on how much of a problem he's causing in Arizona, right?
It doesn't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he goes into the office and spits on the owner. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But that's what I would give up. I would potentially even give up the 7th, and not 2023, but I'd give up a 2024 first rounder plus 2 third rounders. And Daniel Jones.
To be fair, as long as Daniel Jones is in the bargain, I'm all in.
Well, to be fair, if I give up Daniel Jones, I think they might say no. I think they might just say no. We also have a special guest in the building. I didn't want to bring this up too early.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
For those who don't know, that's John Nada from They Live. One of our favorite sound effects in the entire show. John is going to sit there right there. That's John.
You've been unpacking your toys all weekend, haven't you?
I have been unpacking my toys all week. I have. You know what I also have? But you really can't see it. I have a little piece of nostalgia. The online Big Blue.
Is it a Daniel Jones touchdown?
Online Big Blue. MRIs. You can't see it, but you can see the white. You see all that white?
Yeah.
That's swelling.
Oh, that was your brain cells.
That was fluid in my knee. I mean, I have all my MRIs from the last surgery. I know. Little piece. I may auction those off.
Is it
I get $1.99 for it, but I might auction those off.
Oh, damn it. Collector's items, are they?
They're collectors. And OGR Sports is in the house. He drops in with a big super chat saying, Tim, what's up, Tim? Remember, Dom Coffee is for closers. If you don't get the reference, Dom, Tim will educate you. Good stuff. We have a big show coming up tomorrow. I want to talk about this real quickly. OGR and I did a show yesterday. We did a podcast yesterday. It was fun. We did a podcast. It was going to be titled 3-12-1, the Giants season, but I changed it, OGR, because you know I have this tendency to do things such as that. I changed it to Return of the Giants, the 2022 season. It's going to be a weekly show. It's going to be, or maybe even bi-weekly. I don't know. It depends on what OGR schedule looks like. It's going to be a good show, though. It's going to be a fun show. We had a good show yesterday. We spent part of the time talking about the movie Glengarry Glen Ross. Put the coffee down. Coffee's for closers. Go look that up, Dom. That's going to be your new job.
Yeah, because I'm good at Google. But the big question is, when is the show out?
Well, this is wow, good, Dom. You're like a reporter.
Look at me paying attention.
You're like a reporter. The first test show is going to be launched tomorrow.
Very exciting. Where can you find this show, Tim?
Do I need to sing? Tomorrow, they're always tomorrow. You're always a day away. It'll be tomorrow. It'll be here. You can find it on the online Big Blue page. You'll be able to find it there. It's going to be and in a couple weeks after that, it'll be every place that podcasts can be found. I am rapidly sitting here trying to upload the logo because, as always, I am greatly unprepared.
Shocker.
Shocking. I had enough time to grab a scone and a cup of coffee. And here we go. It's going to be Return of the Giants. We'll throw that. I'll take it with Jared's comment out there for a second. There we go. It's Return of the Giants, the 2022 season. That's going to be the new podcast. Take a look at it. Go look for it. Go find it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, we're probably going to do it until OJR gets sick of me.
So this is your only show, right?
I think this might be the only episode, but you'll be able to find it everywhere. Let's get in some comments. How much? I already said that. How much would I give up for Murray? Daniel Jones, 2 first-rounders, 2 third-rounders. And I might even throw in DeAndre Baker.
Blast from the past.
Everything wants to know. Will the Giants
By the
trade?
way, sorry, if you took out Daniel Jones out of that trade offer, can you get a first rounder back?
Listen, you know what they should do if we offer Daniel Jones? They should give us a first rounder in exchange. Will the Giants trade injury-prone Saquon Barkley? No. They are not going to trade Barkley. What does he make, Dom? Like $7 million? 7.5?
8, I think it is, yeah.
7 or 8 million. I can't remember, 9 million or something crazy like that.
I'll look it up, but it's about 8 million, I think.
He is potentially a home run threat as a running back. If he comes back, he is a bargain. If he comes back to 85% of his 2020 season, he is or 18 season, whatever season it was. I can't remember off the top of my head because I'm tired. If he comes back at anywhere near that type, if he comes back anywhere near 85%, 90% of his first 2 seasons, he's a bargain. I think it's is it 9 million, Dom, or 7.2?
It's 7.2.
Yeah, I said 7.2.
You did. You did. I was hoping you might have forgotten, but of course not.
I never forget.
He's not going anywhere, right? I mean, he's coming off the injury, and the value's just not there. And so you see how he comes back this year.
Jay wants to know thoughts on what a Bradbury trade to the Raiders would look like. It would look like this.
It will look like Shefty tweeting.
Then I might even do the I might even do the Dom is Googling as I'm doing the sprinkler.
No, I was being Shefty and on the texting on my whichever phone I picked up. I think which might have been my work phone, might have been the one I grabbed.
I would say this. I would say 4th rounder.
Yeah, 4th.
I would say potentially adding an accelerator to a 3rd rounder if he meets certain parameters in reference to performance.
I think the initial offer will probably be a 5th with a potential accelerator for the 4th because of the salary. But
the Giants have already said they're willing to eat parts of that salary.
Yeah, it all depends on how much they're going to eat. Depends on how much the trade offer is, I suppose.
Well,
would you rather take a higher pick, and eat some salary cap, or the other way around, lower trade offer with no salary?
Here's my thing: I would take a 6th rounder for him.
Just want the
end result is I'm probably going to have to cut him either way. There's the old theory: take what you can get.
I think I'm inclined to be in the same place, right? I mean, by the time this team gets good, James Bradbury is not going to be part of this team.
I'm inclined. Look at me. I'm speaking the Queen's English. So fancy.
I know. But when one has the Queen as head of state, one has to speak in a fancy tone.
That's true. Hey, guys, here, Alex Sports. What's going on? I also want to throw some condolences out to Pooh Clark, who died today at 49. Most people know Pooh as a member of High Five, group from the 90s. Big song, I Like the Way. I like Pooh Clark. I like the group, so just wanted to throw that out there. Sorry I brought that on the show a little bit, but how you doing, Alex Sports? Jay says Murray looked totally out of his league in the playoffs. Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree. One game. But he's got 90 touchdowns, 34 interceptions, and then another 20 rushing and 1,700 plus yards while throwing for 11,000 yards in 3 seasons. Daniel Jones lovers would be wetting the bed if Daniel Jones did this.
Here you go. I mean, just throwing touchdowns. It's 70-34 for Kyler, 45-29 for Daniel Jones. That's the touchdown to interception ratios for them both. Just throwing touchdowns.
My wife is wounded.
Again?
Honey.
Was it the coffee pot that did it?
I made coffee. I just told her I made coffee. She wants to come. I told her to come on the show. I said, Mrs. Online Big Blue, you got to come on the show.
She would be an asset to the show.
She would be an asset. Well, I'm not.
She'd be a massive upgrade on me and you, but
What is James says? Oh, I'm all out of bubblegum. Yes, he is. John Nada. John Nada. I also have another surprise. This is what happens when I disappear for 4 days.
it's like a walking Toys R Us.
Got another surprise here. Not
It's not an X-ray. It's not an X-ray, is it?
Blue. What's that?
It's not an X-ray, is it?
No, I already showed the MRIs.
Yeah, no. I thought you were going for the full.
The things you find when you clean your basement. The things that you find.
You only just moved in.
You know what? It was scary. I moved in almost 6 months ago.
God, is that long? Is it?
Yeah, blimey, it's not long. I moved in almost 6 freaking months ago.
You're never gonna get used to this, are you?
What?
Just teaching you guys how to talk.
That's what she said.
Okay, that's really scary because I didn't even hit a button. I didn't even touch a button. All right, here we go. What did this guy send me? Someone sent me something. And I have to acknowledge who it is when I find the receipt because it was a viewer. They may not even be a viewer anymore. But they sent me something here. Oh, they sent me 2. I might give one of these away. 2 Phil Simms prints. These are original prints from the 70s. This was actually done by a famous artist, and they were given out by the Shell Company gas stations. So not only do I have 1, but he sent me 1. He sent me 2. So thank you, mysterious benefactor.
They are cool drawings.
Thank you. I did them. I don't want to say anything. Buffalo, what does Big Dan said? Buffalo needs a corner. Could Bean and Schoen work a deal for the Bradbury? Why not? We're either getting people from Buffalo or hiring people from Buffalo. Why not?
Well, I mean, anyone that wants a corner, right? That thinks they're in a chance to win something this year and next. Why not go for James Bradbury? But we'll see.
Abe Froman, great line from They Live. Life's a bitch, and she's back in heat. My other favorite line, like, I could do John Nada now. Mama don't like tattletales. And then he takes a shotgun and blows this guy's head off. You have to go watch the movie, Max. I mean, you have to go watch it. You got to watch it now.
Yeah, I'm done, right?
I don't know who the hell you are. James says, how do we get enough money to sign Murray if we trade for him? What would be the next? We'll handle that next year.
Yeah, you'd have to restructure him. You'd have to do
this
would
have been like the Orlando Brown Jr. trade, which we didn't make. Kyler Murray is still on his rookie deal. We don't have to. We just honestly at this point in time, what we do with Kyler Murray is he's going into year 4 like Daniel Jones. We just extend him. You're not giving him any additional money in 2021, 2022. You just extend him. Yeah, you give him his extension, and you have the extension kick in after the season. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
It is the only way.
It's the only way. Jay says, rest in peace, Roddy Piper. We did lose Roddy Piper way too early. Also got to throw out our condolences to one of our subscribers' fathers. He passed away in a car accident on Easter. So I'm going to throw out I want to throw out our condolences to him. I'm trying to see. It's Rich Norman. I guess I could say it because he posted it in the comments. He did lose his father. He passed away. He had 66 with a car accident on Easter morning. So again, Rich, we throw out all the love of the online big. Rich is a great subscriber, great comment leaver. So he's an asset to the channel, and we throw out our condolences to Rich and his entire family.
100%, and I hope all is as well as can be for you. 100% would endorse what you've just said.
Natalie says Arizona has a dome, natural grass. Murray wouldn't survive in MetLife's crappy field. There's nothing wrong with MetLife's. And Natalie, I'm not yelling at you. I'm just tired of hearing this comment. There's nothing wrong with MetLife's field. And people say, well, players have said. Players always complain about the field. Go back into the 80s and 90s when they played on that freaking AstroTurf, which was like playing on concrete. I was lucky enough in 1986 to go on the field during the practice with the Giants on that field. And, and I was still young. So you run around a little bit and you fall on that. It's like,
ow.
Ouch. You're like, you guys, this is like playing on concrete.
I thought we had to tear down MetLife anyway.
Not MetLife. I meant, you know what I meant. You meant the Meadowlands. Not MetLife.
No, I meant we got to tear down. I meant I can't remember who says it every week. We got to get rid of MetLife.
You got to get rid of MetLife. I will say this: when they first opened MetLife, and then towards the end of the Meadowlands that replaced it with this weird grass synthetic crap. The seams on that were horrid. And the first couple seasons of MetLife, the seams were terrible. But all these injuries that you see, majority of them outside, of course, Blake Martinez, occurred outside of MetLife. And an Achilles tear does not equate to turf. I'm a doctor. I have MRIs.
Dr. Tim, God help us all.
I just don't play one on TV.
I think there is something, though, would be interesting to see how Kyler would fare playing 8 games. Not just Kyler. This applies to other quarterbacks as well. Playing outside in the colder weather. Of course, that's not the whole season. That would be interesting to see how he gets on. But I don't think the field would be an issue. It would be how does he fare in an outdoor arena with poor weather.
But
I don't know what his record is.
Wait, I'm gonna end this right now. I'm gonna end this in reference to the cold weather in California. I'm gonna end it. You ready?
Go on, him.
Where did he play college ball?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go with in a cold. All right, just tell me.
Google it. Damn it! I don't want to tell you.
Oh,
it's in a place in
the cold. I'm gonna go with.
It's in a school of. Wait, because you're gonna be shocked by the answer. I'm gonna tell you this.
The University of Oklahoma.
He played in Oklahoma. Now, Oklahoma is not. Wait, but Oklahoma is not a cold weather place. Texas is not a cold weather place, right?
Texas, I can do.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. The field at Oklahoma, I would not say is any better than the field at MetLife. I would say actually.
No, I was saying I don't agree with the field part.
That's what I'm saying.
Purely hypothetical.
And the weather in Texas and in Oklahoma, especially later on, yeah, you do have nice days. But I'm telling you right now, you're not going to have the cold like you have in MetLife, but he's played in adverse conditions. Have you ever played in the rain in Texas or in Oklahoma? You ever played in the wind? He's played in inclement weather. Shut up! I'm not done talking.
Of course you're not.
Can you maybe lose my train of thought?
Get on another train. It's called Malik Willis Express.
All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
As I was saying, it's purely hypothetical, right? As well as to how he does, and also he's got a running game as well, which shouldn't be so adversely affected anyway.
He doesn't have a running game.
Sorry, as in he can move and
he can move. I was like, he's got when James Conner is your best running back in the 3 seasons in the league.
You don't need to run so much.
You don't either. If you had someone, I don't know, if you had like an average running back, you wouldn't have to rush for over 1,700 yards in 3 seasons and 20 touchdowns if you actually had a running game. Jay says it's Willis or bust for me. Salute to James Williams. T-Brad is in the house. What's up, T-Brad? Vinny G. Vinny. What's going on? Yo, Timmy. What about Johnson if Tibbs is off the board?
Not at 5-7.
Not at 5-7. And I think everyone probably has Jermaine Johnson probably has an idea how I feel about Jermaine Johnson. The big edge out of Florida State. 6'5", 262 pounds. I have him ranked 51st on my board still.
I have 2 edges ahead of him, and I would have a third if Ajabo didn't get hurt.
See? Vinny G also says, what about Woolen, quarterback in the 3rd or 4th round, 6'4"? I like him. I'm trying to figure out where I have Woolen on my board, but I actually have a video coming up in reference to him. I don't know where I have him on my board, but I actually have him on his 3rd round grade. And I think he would be an interesting corner as well. We have too many holes, not enough money for Murray. We have money for Murray. If you get rid of Daniel Jones and you get rid of James Bradbury and you trade the 7th, you have money for Murray. And next season, we have $9,468 in salary cap in 2023, if my math is correct.
I think also it comes back to the point we were arguing about last week would be like, if you can find your quarterback, you take your quarterback. We were arguing about ideally when you want to do that rather than whether you take him. But if Kyler Murray is league proven, I think if he's available, you know, and the price isn't extortionate, you take it, right?
Yeah, whatever you just said. I'm looking for I was looking for Papa Lou. There you go, buddy. Found the ninja.
He's behind Papa Lou's comment right now.
You just look at this special effects.
It's like the stop and go motion.
This is stop animation, not stop and go motion.
Oh, you know.
Oh, you just pissed me off. Get it right.
Well, at least it took 26 minutes.
T. Brad said, let's do a couple episodes. Oh, we'll get Mrs. Brad on the stream. You should. I would take on anyone that wants to come on with their spouse or their girlfriend. Saddle up. Saddle up. I love having guests on.
Mrs. P would not be enamored with coming on.
I'm trying to get Mrs. Online Big Blue to call in. She told me the other day, she said, I'm going to call in. Wait.
Draft, baby. Yeah.
That's for Big J. What's going on, my friend? What's going on?
I made the mistake of sending you a voice message the other day, which I'm almost certainly going to regret at some point.
Which voice message?
I'm not telling you.
Which one?
If you
Dom sent me a voice message. That's right. Don't worry. I have it right here.
I thought you might have.
You know.
This wasn't even the one I sent you while I was walking back from the public house the other day after a beer or two.
You live in a public house?
Yeah, it's called a pub, a bar.
Sorry, is this the message?
I don't know. I can't see your phone.
Dun, 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 dun. The Empire Tool Wall is coming along. Dun, 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 dun. The Empire Tool Wall is coming along.
This was because you were spending your weekend reorganizing your toys. And some of them were Star Wars, I think, if I remember right.
Some of them were Star Wars. What's up, Nick? Yes, some of them were Star Wars. What's up, Nikki? Winplug says, I'm mad if Shane takes Sauce over Stingley. Here's my thing about the Sauce and the Stingley. I am also behind on the comments. Here's the thing. Stingley is still ranked on my big board as the 4th best player. And if you look at his LSU days early, of course, when he started as a 19-year-old freshman, helped the team to a title. He's only played 10 games in 2 seasons. His measurables are evidently off the board. He controlled the defensive backfield that first season. I think he's got more talent than Sauce. I just think you have to worry about the cause of the injuries.
Yeah, I mean, I think Stingley's better than Sauce as well, but I'm not shocked at all if Gardner goes first. Not shocked at all.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah, Nikki, what's up? Nikki's in the house. Nikki. Hello, everyone. This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. Try doing that. If I had a mic, it would be dropped. But I have a mic, but it's attached to this big thing right here. So
that's what she said.
Oh my goodness. What's up, Nikki? How you doing? Big Don is in the house. Big Don, I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on, my brother? Go, Big Blue. Tim, you're the man. Thank you. Who needs glasses? I need grass. You need grass, dude. What does that mean?
For the pitch, for MetLife.
Oh, no, I don't want no grass. I don't want grass. Have you ever seen some of these grass fields, Dom? You know, it's been soccer.
Yeah, they can get torn up, but quite often though they put like synthetics in them. So you know, I'm making the numbers up, but they have 4 blades of grass and then a synthetic one to help pull it together. So they're definitely improving. Like a lot of European football pitches over here, because I refuse to call it soccer, have that, and it does keep them together better. But the NFL wear and tear would be much greater than it would be playing football.
Now tell us about weed.
It's green. You smoke it. It's got a distinctive smell.
Mr. Harris says the turf is causing injuries. I'm a doctor too. The turf is not causing injuries. Let me see your MRIs. I got books of them down here. Let me see them. We'll compare. We'll compare the anterior cruciate ligament and the medial collateral ligament and the meniscus and the mid-meniscus. Sorry. Mike said,
Are you hypoparexic right now?
am I hubba hubba?
I'm just using fancy words. It's the only medical term I know.
You know a lot of terms, Dom. You know a lot of terms.
Dun, 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 dun. The Empire Tour Wall is coming along.
I just love it that everything connects to the soundboard. It's the greatest thing in the
I'm
world.
delighted right now.
Joey G is in the house. What's up, Joey G? What would you willing to trade for Kyler Murray? Because if we trade all of our assets from where we're going to be, it's going to be out there with fourth rounders. You know what's funny? Kyler Murray out there with fourth rounders is better than Daniel Jones, better out there with first rounders. I don't think you're going to have to give up the farm. And I'm not talking about Dom's weed farm. I don't think you have to give up the farm for Kyler Murray. I think you're going to give up, shockingly, I think you're going to give up less for Kyler Murray than you did for such as Russell Wilson.
I was just going to make the same comparator there, yeah.
Our roster is already terrible. Yeah, it's already terrible. But you know what? It's better to have a bad roster with a good quarterback.
I think the thing is with Arizona, well, you shouldn't be giving up a quarterback of Kyler's ability. I said it last year and it never came to fruition, but I don't think it makes my point invalid. That there's something between Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury that doesn't work. And if they're sensible, it's Kingsbury you move on, not your quarterback. But yeah, we'll see.
But Kingsbury drafted Kyler Murray. Kingsbury wanted Kyler Murray. Kingsbury got rid of Josh Rosen to get Kyler Murray. They're intertwined.
Maybe, but I mean, you know,
maybe no, it's fact.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Kingsbury recruited Kyler Murray.
I know, but Kyler Murray, something is wrong between in that organization, and they're getting by, and maybe they get by for another 3 or 4 years. You know, we've seen it with Aaron Rodgers. We've seen it with Aaron Rodgers at Green Bay, but yeah, I've always felt it's more than just money with Kyler Murray in Arizona. I have no evidence for that. I just think there is. I think there was something wrong between him and Kingsbury. I really do. I've felt it for a long time.
Big question here is: do you think Trey McBride could fall to us? What is this? Early second? Fall us in the mid second round? Well, we're early second round. We're not too far unless we trade the pick. I think yes, he could. Where we're picking, I have McBride. Of course, I have McBride. What do I have ranked at McBride? I have McBride ranked on my board 38th. So yes, I think there is potential for. I still have my draft board. People keep. I'm going to put out the draft board again in the next couple of days. Vinny G says if there is a case, I would rather take my chance on Wills than paying Murray. Dom?
Yeah, I think I'd be inclined to do that. I mean, Murray's proven. There's no question about that. But I'd take my chance on Malik. I would agree with Vinny here. But I'm not complaining if I got either, to be fair.
If I got either, I'm not complaining. Papa Lou says, bro, I really love this channel. Lol, my guy. Papa Lou, I love you.
He's even got a ninja for you and everything.
I got a ninja for you, man. Look, the ninja. The ninja is back.
I want to know who's winning in your game on your picture.
Oh yeah, it's a good question.
Is it chess? I can't see, or is it drafts? Is it drafts?
Okay, you're just taking. Captain Mr. Alvarez says, I heard the Giants are interested in James Cook. Maybe we could attract Dalvin in a few years if we can get his baby bro. Dalvin is just one of my favorites. So I want to keep. I like Dalvin Cook a lot. I think Dalvin Cook is like he's the Energizer Bunny. You throw him in the game, good things are going to happen. He's what Saquon Barkley was that first season. Anytime he touches the ball, there's an opportunity for something not just good to happen, but something awesome to happen. I mean, we've heard the rumors about James Cook in the second round, potentially even the third round. I would not be shocked, Tom, would not be shocked if James Cook, you ready for this? You ready? You ready? You ready?
I'm ready. Born ready, in fact.
Went in the lower half of the first round.
That high?
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. Look at the teams that are drafting in the lower half of the first round.
I'm just looking now.
Who were the last 4 teams?
Lions at 32, Bengals 31.
Wait, Lions 32 need a running back.
Yep.
Bengals,
31.
Bengals, they have a running back, but they could use a backup running back.
Well, you look at the effectiveness of the Browns, right, with their 2 running backs.
Mhm.
Chiefs currently have 29 and 30.
Chiefs. What could the Chiefs use to go along with Patrick Mahomes?
A running back.
A running back.
Packers.
Well, the Packers don't.
Bucks.
The Bucks. The Bucks
I think are
just
going into
re-signed
line.
Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette is a good running back, but they could use a running back.
He's not going to be a cowbell running back, though.
He is a cowbell running back. He is, but the problem is
is he
he's
gonna
3 yards.
continue to be able
He's
to?
3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Is he going to be able to continue doing that? I don't know.
I don't know either. Jake says, "Would you be interested in Stingley if Sauce is gone? What kind of sauce, though?
What's your favorite kind of pasta sauce?
Pasta? What are you from New York now?
I was doing my best. I was doing my
pasta.
best.
Ma, make us some pasta
And a bagel.
and a bagel. Would I be interested in Stingley? First of all, I'm not interested in sauce. So that would be my first issue.
Let's re-put it another way. Would you be interested in the first round cornerback?
No.
On using ideal picks on it, because I wouldn't be. Even
Unless
with Bradley,
I trade down, no. I could still if I have Adoree Jackson as my CB1, I could find on my roster a CB2 because we're gonna be bad. So we're gonna be bad. So I can't fill the void. If anything, I need a safety. Besides the tight end room, the safety room right now is the loneliest room on the Giant roster. There's Julian Love and Xavier McKinney. They're just sitting there looking at each other like this. Are you going to play? Well, I have to play. Why? Because there's nobody else. That's literally what they're doing.
Could be worse. It could be the tight end room where he's just sitting there looking at the mirror.
Like the man. What's Logic fans
how far down in the first round would you trade before you start taking a cornerback as opposed to a safety?
I want McDuffie still. I know he's 5'11". I know he's on the smaller side. I think he can fill in the safety position. I think he can be had later half of the first, early second. I wouldn't want to trade. If I'm trading 7, I can't trade any lower than like 19.
But no, I mean, I wouldn't even trade that far back unless it's an absolute king's ransom. And then again, we talked about it last week how far I'd be wanting more assets this year than next probably. And that, but would you take a cornerback at 19 if you traded that far?
No, I'm going to take a linebacker.
I mean, I wouldn't be trading, but I wouldn't take a cornerback in the first round at all. I really wouldn't.
You know what I'm taking? I trade that down.
Go on.
I'm taking George Kaliftis, whatever hell his name is.
George Kalaftis, sorry. George.
I like my name better. I would take George Netlow.
I've got him as my third edge.
Well, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. Brain,
right.
Don't say things out loud.
All right. You're entitled to it.
Who is you have him as a third edge.
Yeah, I do.
You have him even with David getting hurt over in Michigan, you have him over David.
Jabu, I think, is the third best edge, but with the injury.
Okay, but wait a minute. We have to go. You have him as the third edge. So you have with David getting hurt, you have him as the third best edge.
Yeah, I have him ahead of Walker and Johnson.
You have him ahead.
Jabu would have been my third.
You have him ahead of Trayvon Walker. I don't even have him ahead of Trayvon Walker.
I do. Only just, but I do.
And you know what's even funnier? In reference to the edge position, I'm looking at my list. I actually have Jermaine Johnson above him.
Yeah, I have him third. I mean, I don't think many people would have him there, but that's where I have him.
You know what also I have above him? The kid Sanders out of Cincinnati. 6'5", 255 pounds.
Okay.
George had one season at Purdue. One season. Statistically, he's dropped. every year.
Yeah, I get it, but a wise man said, "But your stats in college don't matter."
It's,
I mean,
I'm not even talking,
it's just
I'm
just
not
where
even
I have
talking about his stats. I'm talking about his measurables. You're not showing anything. Statistics are you drive for show, you putt for dough. Golfer term. And the problem is, to me, driving is your statistics. Your measurables are your putting. I'm not seeing him stand above the talent when he's on the field. That's what I say about Leonard Williams. I don't see Leonard Williams,
King of the almost sack,
stand above the talent, even though he's not statistically making the plays he should, but he does not stand above the talent.
That may be true. I mean, I just like him. I just do, and that's where I have him. I get that you could easily make the argument for the others being better, but that's just where I have George Kalafdis. I just quite like him. I think he seems the right mentality, and he seems a decent enough player. But I wouldn't draft him at 5 or 7.
The real question is, how could the Giants make a playoff push for a championship? Does Jones have what it takes to consistently not turn the ball over? Sure, he does. He sure does. Why? Just look at this pen. Daniel Jones is the perfect quarterback.
Let me go for my favorite way of saying no. It's called man falling off a cliff. No.
My other favorite new line is,
this is called a neuralizer. It's a gift from some friends from out of town. This red eye here will isolate the electronic impulses in your brains, and more specifically, the ones for memory.
There you go. I had to cut that together. I have too much free time on my hands. Too much time on my hands. As much as you can fix the offensive line, it doesn't matter when the quarterback holds on the ball like a newborn and fumbles it like a bar of soap. Quote of the day. Holds it like a newborn, fumbles it like a bar of soap.
Doesn't Jones have something like the third longest stat for holding on to the ball?
2 seasons ago, he held on to the ball the third longest in the league. Russell Wilson was 1, and I can't remember who was above him. Last year, I think he was like 5th. But Dom, it's the offensive line's fault. Just remember that.
Sorry, I forgot. Hang on, where's that light thingy?
You know what the worst thing is? If I had a neuralizer, my battery would be dead by now with Giant fans. I'd be running out to Radio Shack, and the damn Radio Shack doesn't even exist. Let's draft Malik Willis and blank and go. Malik Willis. Bring in the boom! Oh, I just love that sound effect. I just love it. What is Logic's Finest says? And the defense is still Swiss cheese. It is. But hopefully we're going to go to more attacking side. Christopher says, Tim, what should your reaction be if the Giants pass on Malik at 5 and 7? You have to tune in for that. Because you know that's going to happen. You know it's and the worst part is I'll be dressed as Elvis. So it won't be my reaction. It'll be Elvis' reaction.
Oh, dear me.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Do you think we have to try and get rid of Jones this week? Because that's what a lot of people are saying, that,
Have to.
And if we don't, then no, there's almost no market, right?
You can trade up. You can trade him to either during the draft or up to draft day. We got 66 or 68 people in the room. Like the freaking video. James, where the hell are you? Where's James, man? He's supposed to be in there telling people to like. Come on, where else do you go to? I'm going to be honest about this now, because I'm awesome.
Really? It's like you're never honest and otherwise.
I'm going to be awesome because being honest and being awesome are just two things that I just am. Where else are you going to go anywhere on YouTube for giant content creators and get this kind of energy? Now, of course, there's Dom. Well, I'll tell you, I got it.
Yeah. Dom's not feeling the energy today. Dom has been.
But where else can you get this energy and information at the same time?
And where could you get other dulcet tones similar to mine?
Exactly. And where can you also get Tupac? I wonder if heaven got a kiddo. Ooh, out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. As soon as I step on the scene, all I hear is Uchi screaming, money and alcohol, the like for the West Side players. All right, what do we got here? Christopher.
You should have this channel sponsored by Poppycockers. You should have this channel sponsored by, some kind of toy company. You really should.
Whatever. I have no clue what you're talking about.
You could earn thousands promoting these toys.
These aren't toys, man. These are collectibles.
Are they collectibles if you take them out of the box?
Well, how's one going to play with them?
Yeah, but
That's what she said.
in the box.
No, they're coming out of the box. You have to, Christopher, you're going to have to wait and see that. Willis at 5, D-line at 7. For a minute there, I thought he said Willis at 5, Cross at 7. I would be like, no. What does Big J have to say? Do you think Willis will fall to us at 5? Maybe. No, I'm actually being serious about this, but thank you for laughing at me. I'm not sure what's in Detroit's mind. I said this the other day, Dom, and I don't remember if I said it on the show. I don't remember if I said it on a video. I can't remember when I said it. I was blasting Jared Goff I said that Jared Goff was the only quarterback that I would not take over Daniel Jones. Then I went and looked at Jared Goff's stats. Even on a bad Lions team, this guy completed 67% of his passes, 3,000 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions, 19.5 passer rating. He's thrown
on a terrible
team, and he's thrown for over 21,000 yards, 126 touchdowns, 63 interceptions, 91.5 quarterback rating.
It ain't bad.
That's not bad.
We'd be killing for that here.
I've said it before. Daniel Jones fans would wet the bed if these were Daniel Jones stats.
I mean, we discussed this a few weeks ago. I think Detroit will pass on him, and I know you said they could take Willis and sit him behind Goff. I think that Goff will continue in Detroit for next 2 or 3 years, and I think
so
trying to put things around him. So I think he gets past Detroit. I think Willis gets to 5. Unless someone trades up ahead of New York in 5 or 2-5 to take him there.
Business idea. 4,968.
Does it involve boats?
No. Daniel Jones rubber sheets.
Is that because everything bounces off him?
No, rubber sheets are from when you wet the bed as a kid. So when Daniel Jones has 19 touchdowns and 11 interceptions and they wet the bed, Daniel Jones, rubber sheet. A picture of Daniel Jones on rubber sheets for the beds. Boom!
That would have in no way be disturbing going to bed with that.
Well, they already kissed his picture at night. Tucked it under his pillow. Keyshawn says, I'm hearing Ritter may go in the first round. We need Malik or Ritter. I like Ritter. I like Desmond. I like Desmond before. I said he's going to be a poor man's Malik Willis. I don't think he has the I don't want to say ability to create, but I think he's a little bit behind Malik in reference to the creation ability on the field. I've said it before, Malik Willis is like a point guard in the NBA who can create his own shot. Well, I think Ritter can do that, but I don't think he can do it to the extent of Kyler. I mean, of Malik.
Well, I think your first point stands as well, but
oh, I think so too.
Yeah, if I don't take Willis, if I'm taking quarterback in this draft and it's not Willis, I think Ritter. Well, I don't think he's the second best quarterback necessarily in terms of talent. He's the one I'd take.
So Tommy says my nephew Spiller is going to get picked out of A&M. He is Spiller. Who is Spiller?
The running back.
Isaiah Spiller, 6 foot, 215 pounds. Like I remembered that down.
Yeah, very good. You could have made it up, but you said it with authority, so it's believable.
Hold on, wait a minute. I have him 36 on my board. Isaiah Spiller, running back, Texas A&M, 6 foot, 215 pounds.
Yeah, close enough.
I said 6 feet, 215 pounds. How's that close enough? Don't fucking.
Did you actually say exactly? Oh, fair play.
I said it exactly, but fair enough. Mark from Barbados. I think it's a good thing that we have no real leaks are coming out of the 25 giant drive for a change. You know, it's funny. There are no, you know what? And I've said this before about the Giants, Tom. You don't hear anything. I've said this before. This is the first draft, I would say, in the last 10, 15 years that I cannot even think of any which way the Giants are going to go. There's so many different directions. They're looking at so many different people. You hear certain people say, well, they're going to do this. But nobody really knows. Nobody has an idea of what. If they take a quarterback, I wouldn't be shocked. If they take a corner, I wouldn't be shocked. If they take Charles Cross, I'm going to throw up. But if they take a safety, you wouldn't be shocked. Because they have so many different holes, you don't know where they're going to go.
Yeah, I mean, the team has so many holes, but as you say, they're being quiet. They're not making a lot of noise. And you look at the noise that's been around New York for the last few years, and you think, it's not really worked. And I think, generally speaking, the teams with quiet off seasons are the ones that tend to go into the season in better shape. So I'm all good with a quiet off season. I don't think it will make for a great season, but I think it's a promising direction that you're moving in from that point of view.
Chris points out McDuffie is his own corner. We need a man corner. I don't want McDuffie to play. Christopher, did you hear anything I said? I don't want him to play.
You want him to play safety.
I want him to play safety. Why? Because he's a zone corner. Oh dear. I'm just picking on you, Christopher. Sorry, my brother. Win plug, what's up? Imagine the Giants take George Kalafka on the left at 7. Would be the worst than taking Saquon Barkley at 2. Would it be worse than taking Barkley at 2 if they take George? They take Big George.
I think. Well, he's third on my board. I think I wouldn't take him at 7. I think that would be a massive reach. But
and Vinny G says, "Hope we don't reach for defensive lineman or an offensive lineman." Would you send Kenny? I don't know even say his name because I hate him. Kenny to the SFL for some extra reps. I wish we could. I would send him to China to go get Chinese food for us. And then hopefully he would stay there because I don't like him on this team. I've said this before. I don't think he fits. I'm not trying to be mean to Kenny. You know what? You know what's funny? I have the Kenny G button on the big board here. And it says Kenny G, but the sound effect is
this town needs an enema.
I'm not lying. That's the sound effect on button 11, which reads smooth sounds of Kenny G. I don't know how that happened, but somehow it happened.
What do you think Kenny will do this year for the Giants, regardless of who the quarterback is? I mean,
700 yards and 3 touchdowns.
He's not going 0 touchdowns again, right? Unless he gets injured.
I hope to God not.
Could you imagine? Jeez.
I can't imagine, but I hope not. He's a dome guy. He's a turf guy. Looking at you, Natalie. He is a Matthew Stafford benefactor. And he had the majority of his touchdowns, which I believe was 11 in one season. And prior to that, he has like 3 and 4 a year. He's Leonard Williams. He's king of the almost catch. He's king of the almost not have a touchdown all year long. MetLife will explode. They may even be on the road, but MetLife will explode when he catches a touchdown pass. Because what will it be? Maybe 18, 19 games into his Giant season Giant career that he catches a touchdown?
He may even have to make an effort to catch it. I mean, he's
got to do something.
I mean, yeah, he's got it. You were hoping when you drafted him that it would improve our red zone, right? Him and Carl Rudolph. The hope was that you had some big guys throw him out in the red zone, and we never came to pass.
No, because smart people said Kyle Rudolph was washed up.
Yes,
smart people said he was on decline for 2 seasons in Minnesota before he even came here.
Was that you, by any chance?
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
but that was the hope, right? I mean, that was you presume that was the plan, and it never came to fruition.
USFL was fun to watch. I watched it on Saturday a little bit. Fun to watch. I actually went to the original Jersey Generals games back in the early 80s for the USFL. I actually have, and I'll have to put it up. I have an original Miller of Time USFL poster with all the original teams. Found it in the box. And I have my Philadelphia Stars pennant. I was a big USFL fan. I hope we don't reach. I already said that. Windplug, who is intelligent beyond belief, not like Dom. Jermaine Johnson is my third edge. Logic fines. Mad respect for James. We're only at 40 likes, people. We've only gone up 7. Get us up to 50 or Dom's going to continue to talk. Oh dear
There's a
Lord,
threat.
oh dear Lord, we jumped to 55. We jumped to 55. If you don't know, and I'm gonna shamelessly plug this. If you don't know, we have the big draft stream this Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you still want to be on the draft stream, email me at tim@onlineBigBlue@gmail. No. Email me at tim@onlineBigBlue.com. That's tim@onlineBigBlue.com. And you can join the draft stream. It's going to be with subscribers only. And Dom. That means
I am a subscriber.
that means
I'm even a member.
that means that you're close to closing on getting your ring.
I am.
You're like 2 months away. If you're not an Online Big Blue OG member, you have to be an OG member for 6 months. This is like getting a prize in a box of Captain Crunch. You have to be a member for 6 months. Send in your box tops, and when you hit your 6-month membership, our anniversary, you get a 2011 Eli Manning replica ring. I didn't think about this when I did it. Didn't think about this because I couldn't charge people nothing for being a member. So I charge everyone $1.99. So $2 over 6 months is $12, right? Remember that? Okay. Correct. The ring is a hell of a lot more than $12.
Minus 6 cents.
Plus, I'm not even paying for the shipping. That was bad business acumen on my part. I agree. I have Johnson over Walker. Walker was on a once in a generation defense in Georgia. I feel like I can't really judge his talent. I don't know why I'm reading it in the chat when I can read it right in front of me. I agree. I'm not a Trayvon Walker fan, which brings me to the next part. Don't smoke crack. Don't know where it is.
King of the almost sack.
Sorry.
Gentlemen, which brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
T-Brad's at the pop. The party's going to be at Poppycockers. What's going on? What's going on, Mark? Let's go, G-Man. 5 online at 5, and he wants to take batting practice at 7. I don't know why. Why do you want to take batting practice? Natalie says, Tibbs, Lloyd, we're going to be bad, so maybe we can punch some teams in the face. I've said this before, Dom. In my perfect scenario, we draft Malik Willis and we take Devin Lloyd. If Malik is gone, I am taking Kayvon Thibodeau and Devin Lloyd. Said it a million times. I have fixed my defense. I don't even need a safety. I'm going to play with 10 guys. Because I fixed my defense. Then you can just draft offensive linemen for the next 400 picks we have.
If Malik is there and we pick Tibbs at 5 and then Lloyd at 7, you presume you're still happy with that, even if it's not Malik, right?
No.
I'm
going to drive to MetLife and punch Joe Shane in the back of the head.
You're not happy unless it's Malik under any circumstances.
Mm-hmm. If you want to see an explosion, and Malik's on the board at 5 and 7, or if he's there at 5 and then he goes to Carolina at 6, yeah, that's going to be epic YouTubing. I don't know what else you would call YouTube.
Is it going to be a meltdown? Like I think was it the Bad Dog's reaction when a few years ago that went viral? I think that was his Daniel Jones reaction.
No, no disrespect to Bad Dog. That would be child's play compared to what I'm going to do. I just love it today. I got all these emails from people in DM saying, Bad Dog stole your video idea because you both did Kyler Murray videos and you did it. And then like a half hour later, not even whatever it was, Bad Dog put out the same video.
I suspect you might have had the ideas independently of one another.
I've always said to Bad Dog, we share the same brain because it's probably like the 7th time we've done that. We've had videos go out within minutes of each other, the exact same topic.
And he's always been a big Kyler fan like you.
He's always been a big Kyler Murray fan. Mad shout out to Bad Dog. Oh,
I'd love to know which player would. We know which player would cause you to have that kind of reaction, which would be not drafting Willis. I'd love to know which one he'd have a reaction to this year if we drafted them or didn't draft them.
hey, we didn't. I don't know. I don't think he's got a. I don't think he's got a fan. I think
He definitely wants to go O-line, right? But
Jerry says Merritt is not drafting Willis. Stop it. Never. Sorry, the never. I added the never part. It wasn't in there. For people that are listening, I love when people go, Tim, I listen to this when I'm driving. So people don't know what the comments say. Some people don't know because they listen to it like, you know, when they're driving. What does Mike says? Mike says, Tim is the greatest YouTuber ever on the history of the planet. You should all subscribe to his channel and give him money so he could pay for the rings. See? They don't know that Mike actually said that game versus Ole Miss was all I needed to see of Willis. Oh, Mike. Do I even need to answer that, Dom?
I think you've said enough on Malik. Although I do agree that I can't. If Mara has any say over the draft at all, then there's no way it's Malik Willis.
He's saying that because Malik had a bad game against a good Ole Miss team.
Yeah, we all have bad games, right?
Yeah, we all do. We've had bad streams. Not me.
Yep.
It's usually Dom.
Mostly on a Tuesday when I'm on.
I would say always on a Tuesday. Jay says, I'm all in with Tibbs and Lloyd. Good call, Natalie. But if Willis is there, I got to grab Willis. Natalie stole my thing. I've been saying Tibbs and Lloyd. I did a video about Tibbs and Lloyd. They're standing in front of a castle like this. I forget the title of it, but it was probably good.
At what? Late Feb, early March, I'd have thought.
I think like 3 weeks ago.
No, I think it was longer ago than that.
No. I'll tell you exactly what day it is. It was April 1st.
Was it that late?
It was April 1st, titled Giants Kayvon Thibodeau Pro Day, Why the Giants Should Focus on Defense Only. And it's a picture of Kayvon Thibodeau and Devin Lloyd hanging out. Sorry.
I thought it was earlier than that.
No, I just did it because I remember creating the thumbnail. Jay says, I'm all in with Tibbs and Lloyd. Good. I already read that one. It was so nice, I had to read it twice. James Wilson says, I'm going to have to stand at the door like Suge Knight with T-Brad. Hit those likes. Hit those likes. Well, you don't want to stand by the door with Suge Knight right now, dude, because he's in jail. Thanks, Jay. Natalie says, I don't think we would draft Willis for crazy reasons. I'm 100% behind. Jones equals ton of a machine.
Just for those driving, she says they're 100%, not that she personally was.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why are you screwing it up? I'm trying to cause a controversy. I'm trying to get Natalie in trouble because she stole my shit about Lloyd and Thibodeau.
I got you, Natalie. Don't worry. I got it.
And I was also trying to sell Daniel Jones rubber sheets. Damn, Dom. Damn. James Williams says 63 people watching. Smash the like button like Mario and Luigi looking for mushrooms. Have you ever played Super Mario Brothers?
Not for a very long time. Last time I played that was probably on the Nintendo Game Boy. I
actually think they're on mushrooms. Because the way that world is, who the hell puts pipes in the middle of the world that goes down and then you fly over Goombas? After you jump into a raccoon costume where the tail's going, they're tripping as it is.
They're smoking something over in Tokyo, right?
It's terrible. What is Natalie seeking? Natalie, will you stop leaving so many comments? Oh my goodness gracious. First pick punter. Well, okay, this is pretty funny. First pick a punter. Second pick a returner because we're in full bloom. Oh, that was a good one though. That was a good one. David wants to know how many games will Sterling Shepard play this season? Let's start a poll. Well, I'm gonna say 8.
Yeah, it's 8 to 10. Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
8 to 10.
8 to 10. I'm waiting for you to press a button. I'm assuming that's what you're waiting for.
No, I'm just telling my wife to order some food. I'm too tired. Tonight. Can you play the Kenny G sound effect? Sure.
Number 11, right?
Town needs an enema.
Number 11. But you know, it's funny. See, because I am a professional. I don't.
Really?
I am a professional. I don't know I'm a professional. What?
I'm Batman.
Tell me I'm Batman. Because hold on. I'm going to rephrase that because I'm a professional.
Listening to it.
Damn it. Because I'm a professional. Too many freaking buttons.
72 million. Not worth it. As you can plainly see.
Zach says, hola. ¿Qué tal? ¿Dónde está el baño, por favor? 2 cervezas. ¿Qué hora es? Thank you. Let's see here. Vinny G says, you know what? There's a lot of comments today in the comment section of the video. I promise everyone, if you left me a comment, I am going to get to the comments today. I do apologize. I'm going to get to all the comments today because I've been gone for 4 days. So you got a lot of people that said comments and questions, things. I'm going to get to all the comments. I promise you that. Watch me go in there, Dom, and there'll be 700 more comments. Vinny G got a touchdown with, Vinny G is 100% right in the league that they have going on. That's fan league. Terrell Owens caught a touchdown. He's got more touchdowns than Kenny does. It was a nice catch too. You haven't seen
almost literally everyone has more touchdowns last year than Kenny G.
What do we got here? Jay says, I love it. King of the almost catch. We have King of the almost catch, but King of the almost catch got retired because it was for Evan Ingram.
He's gone. Jacksonville.
Yeah, he's gone. So we can't have I think we officially, I'm trying to see if we officially retired it. Let me go through the I have multiple soundboards now just for my sound effects.
And still none of them are labeled.
Wait, no. They're labeled. These are labeled. But these one I have to go through. Here we go.
He's the king. He's the king of the almost catch.
You know what's amazing to me? People think these takes weeks to do. Someone said to me, what your sound effects are like, dude? Did they take like weeks? Like I did that in 3.5 minutes.
I was going to say about 2.5 minutes. Yeah.
And 2.5 minutes was that of the computer processing the sound effects.
Was it you trying to find the free music so you didn't get copyright?
Oh no, I got sites for that now. Keyshawn says, I think if there's more, I think it's more the quarterback than Kenny G. He didn't have that problem. Well, yeah, he's playing with Matthew Stafford. I think he was frustrated with Daniel Jones. So the tables have turned. I didn't get coffee and you want dinner. That's my wife. That's pretty funny. She's gonna get mad at me. I'm gonna read it. And because she sent what is it? Angela Jolana Lee or whatever her name is.
Angelina Jolie?
Whatever. And she's in that movie Maleficent, is it? Probably. Is it Maleficent? I think it's the Disney movie. Well, she sent me a gif of her dressed up as Maleficent, whoever it is. And she wrote, so the tables are turned. I didn't get coffee and you want dinner. 2 thumbs up from Mrs. All Big Blue.
Didn't you make her coffee though?
I forgot to tell her about the coffee. I made coffee, but I forgot to mention the coffee.
Well, that was just a schoolboy error. You've done the hard bit.
Yeah. That was what he said. Something about schoolboys. Why are you talking about schoolboys? Giants.
Oh, never mind. I can't.
Giants 30. Yeah, don't get yourself in trouble. Giants 34 says, Tim, if DJ is terrible and we can't read defense, it doesn't know where to go with the ball, how do we blame our wide receivers for not producing? Simple. There is a simple way to prove this, and I'm going to find what we need to do because I have logic behind this, Dom, and I have to find where I put this information. There's a simple way to understand this, and there's a simple way to figure this out. And if you would just look into the eyes of Lando Calrissian, it's all everyone else's fault. Okay, there you go. There's the reason.
Oh, dear me.
Hit the like button, people. What the F? Don't let T-Brad screw with you. T-Brad says, I'm on the draft stream. T-Brad is on the draft stream. If you want to be on the draft stream, head out to Tim at onlineBigBlue@gmail.com and you can jump on the draft.
Is he bringing the drinks trolley?
He should. The USFL is too hard for Daniel Jones since defense is allowed in that league. Yo, Manuel Reese. Manuel was also on. He did a test run also for 312-1. We got a lot of good responses from Emmanuel. We're gonna bring Emmanuel back as well coming up shortly. What's going on, my brother? Hopefully you're doing well. Jay says, who do you draft? Zion Johnson or Trey McBride in the second round? I take Zion.
100%. I don't think he's going to get that far, though, unfortunately.
Alex wants to know, are you going to the draft? I have tickets to the draft party. The Giant draft. I have tickets. I have 4 tickets. I am trying to figure a way, Alex, to simulcast dressed as Elvis from the parking lot of the draft party.
Somehow I'm sure you'll find a way.
That's what she said.
Mark says, I got the Giants' biggest needs as right tackle, tight end, interior lineman, edge, safety, punter, outside linebacker, quarterback, concession stand operator. Next, critical as the inside linebacker, defensive line, cornerback. Lastly, quarterback, wide receiver, running back. Do you agree? Maybe some alarm. If not, the quarterback first. I agree that we have holes at every single position on this team.
Yeah, the only position we don't have a hole is kicker, right? I mean, everywhere else you could argue you need players.
We draft Willis yet? Not yet.
All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
We're going to draft. Well, Lodge says in 2023, when Daniel Jones is stocking shelves at Walmart, fans are blaming him as a night manager every time he misses the punt for falling on a perfectly dry floor. Stop the blind hope and Daniel Jones. Logic's finest. Here's the problem with that theory. How the hell am I going to sell all these rubber sheets I'm going to buy?
Hey, he could stock them for you. He could put them on the shelf for you.
Kareem is in his house. What's going on, Kareem? Oh, yeah. I'm taking Matt Carroll over Ritter. I can't take Carroll over Ritter. I can't. If Ritter and Carroll are both there, I just can't. There's just... I did a video on Matt. And then after I finished the video and I read the comments, people are like, you just described Daniel Jones.
I think you've got to worry about his injury history, and he doesn't tend to throw guys open terribly well, right? I mean, he's reasonably mobile, reasonable arm, but I can't take Matt Corral either.
I can't take him. What's up, Tyrone? I miss Tyrone. What's going on, my brother? I will say this, Tim, being that you give a 4-hour reminder. Oh, yeah, I did. That would give someone time to create content on the topic. Not saying Bad Dog stole your idea. I just know your notifications was up. You know what? You fucking stole it. He stole it. He stole it. Get Bad Dog on the line. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? I am calling Bad Dog right now.
It's attached to a soundboard.
It is attached to the soundboard. I am calling Bad Dog as we speak. He is a criminal and he is a thief. And I am going to let him know right now. Wait, I have Bad Dog on the phone right now.
Dun, 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 dun. The Empire Tool Wall is coming along.
Do you know what annoys me about that? I said tall instead of toy.
Yeah, I know.
Also, had you got Bad Dog on the phone there, I'd like you to start with, you're live on Tim's show. Please do not swear, because that's for me only.
That's for my job. Yeah, I actually put the reminder went up really early by accident. And I don't think Bad Dog stole anything. I'm just joking. I will say this, everyone else steals my ideas. All right, I gotta get something off my chest.
Oh dear.
Hold on.
Oh dear Lord, he's taking a drink as well. I'm gonna take 5 while you do this.
No, you can sit there because you're gonna be my just shut up and sit there. Yeah. That's what you're gonna be. There's only so much content that people can create. There's only so many things that people can talk about. I can understand that. I really do. And I never think that people copy other videos off or other things. I don't think people make rebuttal videos. I don't think that. I think some people do, but I don't think they don't. But what pisses me off is when fucking people steal shit that is my thumbnails. They take my text. So it looks like, and I've had people say, I thought it was your video. I'm not going to say who because I don't remember their names. But I hate that. Come up with your own freaking ideas. Be creative. It's not my fault that I can create a thumbnail in 6 minutes. That's better than what takes you a week to do. It's the price of being awesome. Who else could carry a show with Dom?
That stopped me laughing. That shut me up.
That does piss me off, though. Because I've had people send me screenshots and go, I thought this was your video.
Oh, dear me. I've not seen this, and thankfully it's not my... well, I don't have a channel deliberately. But, yeah, I couldn't create a thumbnail to save my life, I don't think.
But it just pisses me off because they do it intentionally. I could see it. It just recently started happening. That, you know how I do my text and everything? You know, and it's a certain font that I think I'm the only one that ever uses. And now I see it like on 3 other creators.
But it's also the way you said it all out as well is like quite distinctive. But I mean,
right.
You're exactly right. There's only so many things, right? You know, we'd sign a new lineman or whatever. Of course, people are going to talk about that, right? It's the news of the day. Joe Shane gives a press conference. People are going to talk about that, no problem. You know, et cetera, et cetera. But as you say, you know, you can at least make your front screen look different.
Yes, don't steal my shit. I'm sorry, I just had to get it off my chest.
You know, you let it all out, big man. You know
what the problem is?
Also, by the way, your first radio show, I'm now downgrading it to 12:05 before you get kicked off the air because there is no way you are not making it swearing straight after the news. You're probably going to introduce your show. Hey, welcome to my show.
Okay, in my own defense, I am the son of a Marine, and I'm a biker, and I'm Irish. That's 3 strikes.
I was going to say, it's the holy trinity of swearing.
Yeah, that's if you know anything about that. LJ is in his house. I'm late. This thing called a job. What's up, LJ? LJ is in his house. Big Blue says these mock days drafts are such a joke. They are. How many times can you do the same draft?
Well, also, yeah, it bugs me. Like, it really does.
What's up, big fella? Oh, you know what? This is good from Dominic because I this is funny. Dominic, DJ apologizes in his Obi-Wan voice. Malik is not the quarterback you're looking for. You know, I know this. You ready for this? I am watching a Star Wars movie right now. Don't ask me which one because I don't know what it's called. But it's the one with the stupid lizard guy that everybody hates.
Oh, Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, I'm watching that right now.
I once had someone who worked for me who looked like Jar Jar Binks, and I have nicknames for everyone, but there was no way I was telling her what her nickname was, because I don't think she'd have liked it too much. I mean, presumably though, if Malik Willis was a Star Wars movie, presumably he'd be the New Hope.
Darth Maul is pretty badass.
The red and black one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I think he dies. But don't tell me.
I think he dies.
Shut up, guys. You said don't tell me. LJ says try to get tickets. The site kept crashing. Yeah, I know. The Giants with their tickets are terrible. T-Brad says, I got the drinks. We know you got the drinks, T-Brad. We know you.
T-Brad, your drinks are a lot better than the ones John Mara gives out.
Yeah, because you don't want. I want more than a medium soda at T-Brad's.
I was going to say, and I suspect that the drinks at T-Brad's house are bigger than a medium.
We should all just go to T-Brad's house for the party. If Tibbs and Lloyd are there at 7, who do you take? Who did I take at 5?
I was going to say that's the question, right?
Then who did I take at 5? Zach Attack. What's up, Zach Attack? Are you at a lab?
If you took Willis at 5,
taking Lloyd,
right? Yeah,
Lloyd. I've said that like 9,000 times. Carson Strong.
If you took a lineman, you took Neil, for argument's sake.
No, thank you. For argument's sake, thank you. Is Malik there?
No, he's gone to Carolina at 6.
And I'm still taking Lloyd. Do you people not understand? I'm taking Devin Lloyd. Does anyone not get this yet? T-Brad says, and then you and Dom are both wrong because you agree with Dom that this is I'm right, Carol is better. I can't take Carol T-Brad. I love you, bro, but I can't take T-Brad. I mean, I can take T-Brad. I can't take Matt. I can't take Carol. I can't take him. Can't take him. What time is it in England to have Dom's hair constantly mess up? It's tea time. Not tea time. What time it's in England? The problem is, you know, I'm gonna show you something because I have these pictures of Dom. Okay, you ready? This is Dom at 11 in the afternoon. This is Dom at 4 in the afternoon. This is Dom at noon. This is Dom at midnight. That's just Dom's hair.
Just my hair. It's like uncontrollable, man. Like it just. There's not a lot I can do.
I love it though. I said, or is it just his look? No hate. No hate, Max. No hate.
Just. I mean, I love the fact that it's called a look. I mean, I'll take that. I would just say it's just how much I can be bothered to do with it.
James says, you know damn well some content creators straight up jack other people's ideas. Slow word. I pulled the trigger long. Grit my teeth, spray, and never blank gone. Last thing I sweat, I suck up on cop. Sorry, doing New Jack City. We got the tea, but I'm doing iced tea. I just want to roll with you, man. How can I be down? Slow. Zach says, time to start charging royalties. I should charge royalties.
It'll cover the cost of those rings.
I knew you were going to say that. Maximus says, imitation is the best form of flattery. You know what's also the best form of flattering? Not copying my shit. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my God. I was talking to a friend that I've known for like 30 years. I just crack up because I was talking about something and he was just laughing because I was telling him, I can't tell the story, but he was just laughing at the story. And at the end of the story, he goes, was he just stupid that he said what he said to you? I was like, yeah. He goes, because you're not a small man.
I'm never picking a physical fight with you, like ever.
He was like, and you're crazy. And he's known me forever. And he's like, he was the guy, and I've told this story before. We were in a bar in Pensacola, Florida. We were in a strip club. I'm not gonna lie, it was not a bar, it was a strip club. And he's a very small.
And it wasn't poppycockers.
It wasn't poppycockers, and he's very slight of build. He's like a pencil. He's like 6'3", but he weighs like 47 pounds. And these three gentlemen started a fight with him, and I was in the bathroom, and I came back around, and I know and then when I got there, the guy was like, one of the guys said to me, well, your friend said this, and I know him, and I know he's like you. He wouldn't just arbitrarily mouth off on somebody. And I laughed because I called the guy a liar, and then he said something else. And then I took the three guys down before the bouncer even showed up. And the bouncer showed up and said to me, as he's throwing me out of the club, because when you start a fight in a club, you have to be removed, even if you're not the instigator. He was throwing me out of the club, and he looks at me and goes, you're like an action hero.
Nice.
He was like, I couldn't even get to you, and they were all three of them were on the ground. And ever since that day, my friend always says, I've seen you do things that I would never, and he goes, I would never say anything to make you upset.
I remember my friend Barry once getting two guys who were giving, it wasn't even me grief. Like picking on me is like, you know, that would be a weak thing to do. I'm like 5'1", like, you know, come on, pick on someone your own size. But he literally got two guys, and he just literally had one under each arm and just threw him out of a pub one night. I was like, geez, I wouldn't want to mess with you when you're angry.
Exactly. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. From the Hulk.
He was like, I'm not even that angry. I was like, what would you be like if you were?
I love this comment though from Hirsch for real. What's good, Tim, Dom, and James and chat? James is just there, man, pitching. We're only at 57. And
James has the world's biggest fan club.
If we don't get up to 60, man, James, I think, is going to have a conniption.
Will it be up there with you if we don't draft Malik, right?
Yeah, it will be. Phantom Menace. That's what I'm watching. Thank you, James. I'm not into Star Wars movies, Star Wars movies, but Phantom Menace, that's what I'm watching. Malik Willis at 5. Of course, it's going to be Malik Willis. Or offensive tackle. No, I'm taking Malik Willis. James says, no, Malik Willis is the Empire Strikes Back. DJ, I'm your father. Under replacement. Come with me and we shall rule the universe.
Oh, dear me. Maybe Jones would do better with one hand.
What's up, Hirsch, for real? He might do better one hand. That's from James. James Williams College taught me that. Doing well, James. Thank you. I just like now reading just the chats from people. Maximus is having a good time. Let's see. Zach says, do you guys like the USFL? And did you see the guy get cut over pizza? He did not get cut over pizza in the USFL. He got cut over 3 multiple violations, and he actually berated the person in the cafeteria, so he was not cut over pizza and not having chicken. I like the USFL. I like
you're gonna have to. What is this? Because the closer we got to pizza,
they have
had a fight over it.
They have what is the thing that the NFL has that they follow teams during the preseason? There's a show.
Behind the scenes sort of
behind
stuff.
the scenes. It's the same. Yeah. It was the same thing they had with the USFL. And they show the guy getting cut, and they basically were saying he got cut over wanting chicken instead of pizza. But the problem is he had violated 3 team rules in that same day and berated the kitchen staff. So that's why he got cut. Then he came out and apologized, and then he's asking to be reinstated.
Hard Knocks, right?
Hard Knocks. Thank you. It's a hard.
I had to Google it
for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of treats, we get tricked. Instead of kisses, we get kicked. It's a hard knock life.
Hey there, Annie.
It's a hard knock. Sorry. Cotton blankets. Instead of cold, empty bellies. Instead of full, it's a hard knock life. Don't you feel like the wind is always howling? Don't you feel like there isn't any light? Sorry.
Are you considering going on Broadway as a one-man show?
I should.
You really shouldn't.
I know. I agree. Do you think Shane is not talking about Willis?
Gotta get to work. Draft, baby.
What you talking about, Willis?
Do you think Shane is not talking about Willis because he doesn't want anyone jumping ahead of him? They had a secret meeting with Malik. They had a private meeting with Malik that nobody reported on.
And when it did come out, they've not commented on it.
They didn't comment on it. Vinny G says salaries are getting outrageous. You can hold on to a team anymore. Raise the cap. Your thoughts? I think that in some ways the NFL should go to the soft cap that they have in the NBA with the bird rights and everything else. I'm not a hard cap proponent. In some ways, it's not a hard cap. And I don't think raising the salary cap is going to help. I think what will help is changing some of the rules and how some of the monies count against the cap. I don't think certain percentages of bonuses should count against the cap. I think salaries. If it was me, Dom, you're a math guy. You do the books.
One of us has got to be.
You're a math guy. Why should now? I understand when you offer a stripper a competitive package to come.
That's what she said.
2 poppycockers and work. You offer them a bonus and you offer them a salary and you offer them a percentage of the tips. And the bonus is usually a one-time payment, which you get taxed on once. Why should that count against the longevity of her contract? Why can't we just have it where you're really only fixating and focusing on salary cap wise, just that salary?
I think you got some really good points there, and I think when you look at it from the player's perspective as well, right? You hear the big headline contract, like forget who it is that the Browns just gave a contract to today, 100 million. Welcome to 100 million club, right? But actually, he's not necessarily going to get 100 million, and that whole 100 million won't count against a cap, right? Because it's not all guaranteed, etc., etc. But I think there are some things they could do which would make it better for the players as well. Without necessarily spoiling the product, and that's what it's about, right? It's about the product at the end of the day. I think if you just take your hard cap and you increase it to say, I don't know, 230, 240, whatever, all that happens is the players at the top just get paid more, and actually you don't necessarily spread that love round. The ones at the bottom might get a little bit more, but let's say you get 5% more at the bottom, that's worth less than 5% more at the top. And I don't necessarily think it will make it better. I like the cap. I like the idea of a cap, but I think they could do some things to make it better without spoiling the product.
What about the thoughts of just having salaries count against the salary?
Yeah, I don't disagree at all with that. I think
because the fact that when you like here in the Americas, when you get a job and you get, like when I used to work, some companies would give you a bonus, a sign-on bonus, and then you have your salary. And that bonus only counts in the one tax year. And it doesn't count as your entire salary package throughout your term of employment. So why, I mean, they refer to it as the salary cap.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. I think, like I say, however you do it, or even if you sort of say, I don't know, I 50% of it counts, or you have a bonus cap and you can take the two together and work out what it looks like. I think there are things they can do, right? Whatever that looks like. But I agree, the bonuses shouldn't necessarily, bonuses aren't salary, right?
That's it. Better records, Jets or the Giants. Great show. Thank you, Eric. I should have read that. Great show. Better records, Giants. Thanks. 6:15, my love. Well, I love you too, baby. You should come on. Baby, if you're watching, come on. Here, I'm going to try to get Mrs. Online Big Blue. Oh, God, what you just sent me. I can't just tell you what you just sent me. It's funny as shit, but I can't tell you.
It's funny as shizzle, I believe.
I just told her, call in, Dom says. I just said call in.
She's gonna say no, right?
What she just wrote, I can't read, and what she sent me, I can't read, but it is funny as shit. Better record, Jets. I'm gonna say the Jets. I said the Jets are gonna win 6 games. I think the Giants going 4.
Yeah, Jets.
Hirsch for real says USFLs when we poached Bart Oates and Maurice Cartham. Actually, we got them in the compensation draft, or no, it was the territorial draft. People forget in the compensation draft, we drafted Gary Zimmerman, who was a left tackle who went to Minnesota. And I also then believe he went to Denver. He was an all-pro for years. But we did get Maurice Cartham, and we did get Maurice Cartham, a little known fact, was rushed for 1,000 yards in the USFL, having Herschel Walker in the same backfield, who also rushed for 1,000 yards. Of course, he's also known as the blocking back. Giants 34 says, Tim, Lloyd, and Malik for the future. We also break the curse of the Giants drafting a black quarterback and then pick a middle linebacker in the first round. Then we are on our way to the Super Bowl in 2 or 3 years.
You're
supposed to say something, Dom.
It's not a bad draft at all. I'm not sure Super Bowl in 2 to 3 years, but you never know. I mean, the Bengals were there, and who expected that?
You're right. Salaries again. I already read that. You already put that one in, Zach. I'm just getting to your comments, Zach. Give me a moment. Not Zach, Vinny G. Vinny G.
That's really true of other sports as well in America, right? I mean,
we'll get
the same over here.
Tyrone says the best. We'll get our right tackle from USFL.
We already got him. We got him from Nigeria last week.
We did. That's right. From OCU Manura. James says we should put him in the bathroom. We should also put him on the glass. But we're not going to say that. Hard Knocks. Thank you. I'm getting to these comments, people. Donald said Daniel Jones looked great day of minicamp. Next, Aaron Rodgers. Everyone, Daniel Jones, everything that Daniel Jones has done the last 3 years, don't worry about it. Just look into the light. Daniel Jones is the greatest quarterback ever. I like Donald. What does Zach says? The pizza story was better. Hard Knocks. Yes, thank you. It's Hard Knocks. It's a hard knock life. Jay says if both Wilson and Hutchinson fell to 5, who do you get? Ooh. This is a quandary wrapped in a quagmire, rolled up in a riddle.
I got my answer.
Give your answer first, because I'm still thinking.
Okay, so I think I take Aiden Hutchinson here if it's a Giant.
Okay, he got his answer. And it was the wrong answer.
All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
I was having a major stop off screen.
That was the wrong answer.
I said, do you know I can't be bothered anymore? Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay, we can't be bothered anymore. I'm not going to take any attitude.
Now I finished having a tantrum. Now I'm just laughing at you. I mean, the Giants will take Hutchinson, right? I
think Giants will take Hutchinson.
But which was the point I was trying to make. For me, I think, if you, well, I don't think we're taking a quarterback this year. I think if you think the quarterback is your future franchise quarterback or has a chance to be, you have to take the quarterback. And therefore, I think I personally would probably take the chance on Willis, but I think the Giants would take Hutchinson in this scenario, which is what I was trying to say.
James Williams,
but it's a close one.
I'm still taking Willis. Terrell Owens has caught more touchdown passes in USFL than Kenny did. He wasn't in USFL, James. He was in the fan only league football or fan league football, or I think there's something fan only or only fan. I don't know. This internet thing is confusing. Daniel Jones looks bad enough. He doesn't get any help from Kenny. It's true. He doesn't. He does. Oh my goodness gracious.
It works both ways, right? With the wide receiver and quarterback, right? The quarterback has to look that way. The wide receiver has to at least make an effort. And Kenny G was guilty of not making an effort at various points last year.
I love this part. Tim, I'm a Nigerian prince. Send me all your money.
I know she got his checkbook out.
I laugh because you don't. Who should I make this out to? I get emails from the Prince of Nigeria all the time. All the time.
Was it you telling me the other day that when these people ring you up, you just have them talk?
I talk to them.
Just talk to them. Yeah. I thought it was.
I chat with them. I have a good time. My wife gets mad at me. Like my wife says, "You can't."
Not as mad as they get mad at you.
Well, no, because of the fact that if you talk to these people, they say that it does not allow them to dial somebody else. It's because you're keeping them on the line. I was telling the story because there was this one guy who called me. He told me he was from the IRS and that I owed it was from Social Security office. And they put a stop on my Social Security number and all this. So I asked him, and I started talking to him, and then he'll ask me like, what's your Social Security number? And I'll be like, well, it's a 16B49er caveat ampersand 3. And he's like, well, it's numbers. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong thing. So I read B11 Q ampersand minus sign, and then they get mad at you, and then they hang up. Well, the problem is the number they call from is a direct line, so I call them back.
I know the story, and I still love it.
I call them back, and I tell them, I said, hey, I think we got disconnected. You need my Social Security number. Here it is. And then I'll go smiley face, middle finger, 6, and then they hang up again. So being the good citizen that I am, I called them back. So one day this went on for like an hour. Because I was sitting in the car.
You could have the patience to do this for an hour.
I had the patience of a rock. And then finally, I cannot believe they did this. The a-holes at the Social Security office, they blocked me.
Oh.
But they don't call back.
I feel for you. Hopefully you've managed to resolve this issue.
I don't know, because I'm still worried about my Social Security number. Honeypot says, what's up, Honeypot? Honeypot, where have you been? The Riddler.
Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
Okay, that's not the right sound, right? That's that. Yeah, I haven't labeled everyone. They should just shut up.
I said nothing.
You were going to say something smart.
Well, that first time for everything.
Please, I don't care if we rebuild. Don't start off 1-7. That seems like that's every year lately. It is. He's not wrong. Zach calls. Oh, copy. No copy. No copy what? Copy that. James always tells me that. He always goes, copy that. I love when he tells me that too. I'm going to throw this link up really quick. If anyone wants to jump on for the last 21 minutes. I'm tired of talking to Dom. Oh, shit. I said that out loud. Let me put that on mute. I'm tired of talking to Dom. Fan-controlled football. That's what it's called. Nailed it. Fan-controlled football. That's what it's called. Vinny G also says Jones was 4-6 before he got hurt. With no one in the worst coaching and backup quarterback, can we please win at least 8? Wishful thinking, but I will. When was Jones 4-6?
Don't remember him being 4-6. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember that.
Here's the problem with that. If he succeeds, I'm going to have 1 million rubber sheets of Daniel Jones' face that I can't sell. People, think about me. This is about me. What the hell's wrong with people? I love effing with the scammers too. See, Brian loves effing with the scammers.
I just hang up on them because I can't be asked.
My favorite one to this day, because I also get it when we also have the scammers that call up because your auto maintenance plan has expired, and they always call up about a car I don't own. So they'll be like, Mr. Blank, we'd like to let you know that your maintenance agreement on your vehicle and your blank has expired. And I go to him, I'm so sorry, I don't speak English. And then I hung up. That's just when I don't want to. That's just when I'm tired. Oh my goodness. Hey, Tyrone, does this scam work better for you? Your uncle, John McDaniels, passed away and left you in a large inheritance. Send me so I can reach the funds for you. All right. How much do you need? 2,500. I loved it because the other day, a scammer called up my mother. My mother's in her 80s. And I love it because they called her up and they said, "This is your grandson. This is your first grandson." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And it's like, "Grammy, how are you?" Now her first grandson is like 25. And this kid was supposedly like 11 or supposed to be this person pretending to be 11. So she asked the person, "Well, what's your name?"
It's going to get unstuck quickly.
Evidently he didn't know. So he hung up. I thought that was very rude of him. It's my nephew. I had to call him up and tell him how to stop being rude.
In fairness to him, though, he'd had the scanner thing from the Men in Black and he'd forgotten his name.
It's called a neuralizer. I have to get a neuralizer for the draft stream. I have to put this up. If you want to be part of the draft stream, I'm going to put this on the bottom. Email me at my email address.
Tim at onlineBigBlue.com.
Tim at onlineBigBlue.com. Okay, here we go.
Did I nail it? Did I nail it?
You nailed it, draft.
That's what she said.
Only person who can type and do that at the same time. The draft show. There we go.
I'm assuming you have absolutely no idea what you want to do for Sunday's show, right?
Oh, Dom.
No.
None whatsoever. You're not supposed to bring that up.
I think we all know we do a lot of prep for the show.
I do tons of prep for this show, man. I am the most prepped person everywhere. There was someone telling me, and I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say which content creator it is. I'm not going to say because I don't know if it's 100% true. But then they pointed it out to me. That I'm like, oh my god, you're probably right. That they have like whiteboards in front of them, and they write everything on the whiteboard, and then they just read the whiteboard like this. So you kind of know they're looking off to a different direction. And I never noticed that before. And then they sent me a video and they show that, and they said, well, that's what they have. They have a whiteboard and they write everything out. Now I have to give that person credit. That's called being prepared. We don't do that here.
Nope. I'm listening to you and watching the football on the other screen earlier, but no one noticed.
I laughed at 3:57. I am running down to my office. Grabbed a hat that I found on the floor. Started singing and then turned Dom on, and then I was told I was late for the stream.
Wait. For clarity, when he says he turned me on, he means he let me into the stream.
That's what she said.
There was no touching. It was all fine.
It was all appropriate. It's like people ask me, they're like, "Do you how do you prepare for your videos?"
So wait, I know this one. You turn the coffee maker on.
Go ahead, Dom. How does Online Big Blue prepare and do a video? Go ahead, Dom knows.
You turn the coffee maker on. You make your coffee. You wander down to the basement. You turn the computer and the mic on, and sometimes you even do it in the garden. You talk for 10 minutes. You play the music early. You finish the show, having turned the music off and re-put it back on again, and then you upload it, having done 6 minutes on a thumbnail.
Yeah. And I love it because people are always like, well, it takes such a long time to create content and stuff. I'm like, nope. I told someone I could do like 11 videos a day in the middle of March.
And none of them be mock drafts.
And none oh my God, why are you getting me in trouble? Because they're just gonna blame me.
Your channel, you have to take full responsibility for all
I
actions that happen.
I always take full responsibility. But now I love it that content creators are going on Twitter and begging former Giants to come on their shows. That's why I love Twitter. I love Twitter. Like, what are we, 11? I'm sorry. What are we? Are we 11 now, Dom? Have we reached that pinnacle? That one content creator did it. And again, I don't know who the content creator was, but they had a Giant on, a former Giant on, or a couple of Giants. I don't remember. So now you go on Twitter. And now all content creators are begging former Giants to come on. And the problem is a lot of Giant creators, Giant players block the DM function on Twitter.
Yeah, I can't blame them for that, to be fair.
I can't blame them for that either. So they have to send them a message through the whole, I don't know what it's called.
The public bit.
Yeah, thank you. I have no idea Twitter works.
We're nailing the technology today.
We're nailing it. You know, it's funny. I love it because I get copied on, I guess they're comments, or I get mentioned. I get mentioned.
Added, right? You get added.
Yes, is that what it's called? I'll get added at a comment, or someone will put something in, and then I'll go on Twitter and I'll have like 300 notifications. To this freaking day, I cannot figure out how to find the original notification that will tell me what the people said originally, because I can read everything that people responded, but how the hell do I find the original one? The original post.
Scroll up? Can you not scroll up?
No, because there'll be like a notification thing. Dude, listen, I'm still on MySpace. Like I go on Twitter.
Is that still a thing?
I have 25 notifications, right? And then I see these notifications, and then it'll be like replying to Online Big Blue 1, and they'll have like cry faces. Or it'll say applying to, I think the draft is at this, at Online Big Blue 1, or I'll get copied on like all these things and said, I feel selfish because of blank at onlinebigbblue.com. But I can't find what the original messages they were replying to from somebody else.
Zach, Google it for him. Tell him
Zach, figure this out. I need a young person on this show that tells me how to do this shit. Because people are like, you have to get your social media game going. I can't get Twitter to work.
I thought you said that you shouldn't go on Twitter.
You shouldn't, but I would like to know what the original comment was, because some of these people tell me how smart I am, but I don't know what I was smart about.
There you go. James has nailed it. Stay off Twitter and stay off crack.
I don't know which button it is.
Gentlemen, which brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
God, but if someone could figure out my Twitter, that'd be helpful. How dare they try to scam Grandma Big Blue? Don't worry, I took care of him. I called him up.
To be fair, I imagine she handled it herself.
You going to Poppycockers tonight, Don?
I'm there right now. I'm in.
Trademark. Oh, yeah, we haven't done this in a while. That's what she said. There's only one place to go. That's Poppycockers. It's the best place to go for entertainment, the adult entertainment in the West End. If you're looking to get your poppycock, there's no better place to go than Poppycockers. You can see the Dahmer because it's 2-for-1 dance night for all trolls. Hobbits will not be admitted.
By the way, big news at Poppycockers. If Urban, if Urban,
is news hard to understand?
I know. Yeah,
something for this news.
Yeah, this is hard off the press. If Urban managed to predict our number 5 pick in the draft this year, I'm promoting him to head of maintenance.
I was going to say something else, but it was a bad thing to say. Vinny G says, will Tyrod Taylor start any games next season? I think Tyrod Taylor is going to start 7.
Week 1.
Minimum 7. I like Tyrod Taylor because he is the OG QB. I've dubbed him that.
He's a new Cam.
Daddy. And you know what? He's the 60s version of John Shaft, not the Samuel L. Jackson version. He is the OG QB. And I also know this because of the fact that that's how we know we're going to draft Malik Willis. Tyrone says Sunday is draft time. Pay attention.
I should pay more attention.
Come correct, everyone. Everyone that has already acknowledged they're going to be on the show, you'll get an email with the link Thursday. I am going to send it out via Twitter. So when I don't actually do it on time, no one will know because I'll just I don't know how to send it.
So if you're sending it on Thursday via Twitter, we should get it somewhere about July 2025.
No. I have to do the thumbnail and get it up early. It'll be done Thursday. And it will have what you need to bring on Sunday. Okay? This is going to be a big show, guys. I put in a lot of thought into this when I sit down and think about it on Saturday. There's going to be a lot of thought on this. John says we don't need Murray. We can find a cheaper version in the draft. Yeah, Malik Willis. Do you think Jones play? This is a great question. Yes, I think Malik. Yes, Daniel Jones has to play. He's got to play he's got to do it like they did back in the 70s and the 80s. He's got to play every single preseason game. Yeah, and he has to play at least 3 quarters. And the second, well, no, he's got it because they eliminated one of the preseason games, so now there's only 3. He's got to play at least 3 quarters in the 3rd preseason game.
He's going to need the reps. I mean, he won't have played for so long.
Jay says, I think Tyrod week 1 neck is not. I will tell you this: if they draft Malik Willis, it tells me that Daniel Jones' neck is gone.
I mean, you might as well just cut him around, right? If you can't trade him, if that's what they do.
Give us the first 4 picks in the draft. No, because then you'll know. Then I don't have to do a draft show. First 4 picks. I am going. This is my first 4 picks. You ready, Dom?
Go.
I am going.
Number 2.
I am still going Hutchinson. I'm going to be a shocker here. Because, and it's not because I want Malik Willis. I have Kayvon Thibodeau going to Detroit.
I don't think that's a shock, right? I really don't.
Then I have Icky. Then I have Stingley. And that's Stingley. I'm sorry. Then I have Kyle Hamilton.
You think Icky goes before Neal?
I think Icky goes before Neal. I don't know why I have that feeling. I just have a feeling Icky goes before Neal.
I mean, again, I don't think it's necessarily a shock if that happens, but I mean, I'd have Neal ahead of Icky, to be fair, but
I would too, but I just have a feeling that that's the way it's going to go. Jay says Willis, Lloyd, Zion, McDuffie. I would actually, you know what? If that was the Giants draft, that's a home run.
Yeah. I mean, you
can't drop
the
mic and take the rest of the week off.
And you've still got a 3rd round pick left, unless you're using one to trade
you have
up.
2 3rd-round picks. Vinny G says Daniel Jones got hurt stretching his neck, talking on the podium. He's out 8 weeks. And then once again, my brilliant idea for the Daniel Jones rubber sheets will be out the window. Does anyone know why no former Giant would want to come on the show? Stay off crack. Stay off Twitter and stay off crack. Those that don't know that James is my sponsor. I just got my first chip today. It is the 1-day bottle cap. Sorry, that's for people that are Alcoholics Anonymous and stuff. Tom, you don't know that stuff. James, I see a group of young. I stay out of their way. Too old for the nonsense. They are not rational thinkers, especially these days. Okay.
I think it's reference to the Twitter.
Okay. Thank you. DJ is the worst quarterback in the East? ? Yes.
What about Cooper Rush, backup quarterback?
I might take Cooper Rush over Daniel Jones. I cannot believe I did not even think about the statistical information in reference to Jared Goff. I just assumed, and it's my own fault. I just assumed Jared Goff had this horrendous season with the Lions.
I like what Dan Campbell did there last year. They weren't winning a lot of games, but I've always said that, and and I think it's really easy to forget that Jared Goff did take a Rams team, a good Rams team, admittedly, to a Super Bowl.
And he did throw for like 30-something touchdowns one year, or 28. I can't remember what.
Yeah, I don't think he's the best quarterback in the world, but I think he's above average. I think he gets a lot of hard press, but he's not. He's also a quarterback for me that doesn't win you a Super Bowl, and I think was it someone said the other day that if you got a quarterback that's not top 10, then have another go.
I apologize, Dom, but I heard nothing you said because I read Logic's finest comments.
That's fine. I would try
And
not
it
to.
said, be nice to Dom. An angry midget is an ugly sight to see. It's a very short fight.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I zoned out. I started reading ahead because we're 5 minutes behind on the chat. I started reading ahead. I'm like, did he just call Dom an angry midget?
Dom can be an angry midget at times. I tell you, I got verbally cross with someone the other week, and I once got so cross with someone that I turned around and went to attack this guy, and this guy was, I don't know, 6'4", 6'5", and built was about as wide as he is tall, and he did something, and he absolutely smashed me on the football pitch, and I went running towards him to try and get there. Thankfully, one of our big guys got in the way because it would have been a very, very quick fight had I got in.
You would have bit him in the kneecap.
I would have been smashed into the middle of next week. I was not thinking. The red mist came down. I just went for him. Thankfully, as I say, someone got there ahead of me because it would not have ended well.
I like it. Yo, Logic. I feel there's a better play calling this year. The NFC East is still trash, easier schedule, and we cannot be the smash with injuries next year. The O-line should be better. Everyone says easier schedule. I had to hear last year, Dom. How many times did we hear last year the Giants had this easy schedule, that they had these cakewalk games, and everyone was talking about this right up? And what did I say?
I mean, I can't remember what you said, but essentially, we don't know until you start and the season, right? And how many teams we see make the playoff or don't make it again, right?
Even when Miami was 1-7, people are like, this is going to be a cakewalk game for the Giants. This is this. And I kept saying, no, they're going to turn it around. You can't go off of your schedule when the schedule comes out. You don't know. And here's the problem, Don. It happened again. People deneuralize themselves or neuralize themselves. I don't know if you deneuralize or you neuralize. Daniel Jones is the worst quarterback in the league. After looking at what Jared Goff did, I would take Jared Goff over Daniel Jones.
I would have always taken Goff over Jones. I'm hoping I never said different because that would have been very wrong with me.
I don't think you said anything. I don't think you said it different.
I don't think I did. I've always. I think that the Lions are rubbish, and they're the number 2 pick for a reason. But I always felt that under Campbell and Goff, they're going in the right direction. But Goff doesn't win a Super Bowl.
We need to get up to 75 likes, people. 75. There's a 7 and there's a 5 in 75.
How many games do you miss if you go on the pup list? Is it the first 4?
I don't know. Daniel Jones will go on the pup list on the paper cut.
Could we put him on the pup list with a paper cut for all 18 weeks?
I just want him gone. What does Emmanuel have to say? Emmanuel's going to save us. Will Bradbury be traded during, before, after the draft? There's no rush to trade Bradbury. There's no rush. We've already guaranteed part of his contract. I think you should train him before the draft because I've said this before. You're going to have teams that are going to find a better value in regards to salary in the draft. And his value is going to diminish once they say, and with the final pick in the NFL draft, blank takes
Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant. His value then goes.
At that point, you're waiting for a team that gets an injury.
Yep. You are right. I never did AA because I was told to never be a quitter in my life. Just jokes. I've told that story that I got in trouble in a podcast because I said I didn't like Kerry Collins, the former Giant quarterback, because I thought he was a quitter because he gave up drinking.
It was a joke, people.
It was a joke. I also said, you know what? I don't like going to AA either because they don't let you drink. But seriously, folks, Drew Lock is probably a little worse, but at least he can run straight. Can he stay on his feet? We're at 68.
I don't think there's any guarantees he's a starter in Seattle either this year.
You know what? I have to watch it called. I forget to do this. Oh, now we dropped it. No, we're still at 68. Okay, I got to refresh. Sometimes I don't refresh. One day I yelled at people, Dom, for only having 30 people. I think it was James. I can't remember who it was. I go, refreshed him. It was like 72. I'm like, well, it made me feel stupid. Honeypot says, I got a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night. I got a feeling, call offense defense rookie of the year. I don't know who's drafted yet. I can't. a lot of it's going to matter and where the person goes on the team or what team they go on. Why does Jones have awful pocket awareness? Is he scared to get hit?
I think it's lack of football brain, right? Rather than afraid to get hit. Right.
I don't think it's a lack of football IQ.
It's a lack of the processing, though. That's what I mean by
that's what I think. I think he does not process what he sees on the field fast enough visually to then put that down to his arm and then have him throw the ball.
He knows what he should do.
Yes, I think that is a great way to put it. I think he knows what to do, but I don't think he processes quickly enough. I like this one from Don. Like, wait. Were you trying to fight a 6'4" guy, Don?
Yeah. I mean, red mist.
The problem with this story is with Dom, the guy was actually 4'11", but to Dom, he looked 6'4". Let's be honest. Logic's Finest says, search YouTube for Daniel Jones at Duke. He actually 3 years ago, where he is now average arm strength, inaccurate, not mobile, can't throw beyond 25 yards, getting picked a lot. Oh, eye-opening. I don't have to do that. I'm lying. I'm not going to do it.
You can just watch him for the Giants. It's painful enough.
I can just watch last season. I can just watch last season. I'm good. Don't know what Gettleman saw in Jones. I think that was more of a Shermer thing.
Eli Manning.
Yeah, I think it was a Shermer. I think that was more of a Shermer thing. Do you think it was a Jones? We've talked about it. Do you think it's a Shermer thing, or do you think it's a or do you think it's was a Gettleman thing? A Gettleman pick.
I mean, ultimately it's a Gettleman pick, but I agree. I think it was a Sherman pick. He wanted that type of quarterback to go and play on offense, and I can understand that if that's the type of quarterback Gettleman wants. The coach wants, and I think the GM should be looking to go and draft that quarterback. In fairness, but they were looking for new Eli.
I think you're right.
Jones is not it.
How tall are you, Dom? 3'8". Answer for Dom.
Yeah, he's close. I'm 5'1". I'm not tall.
Is that with or without shoes on?
With shoes on, I'm 5'3". Kitten heels, I think they call it.
I was going to say, you wearing lifts? Are you wearing lifts?
No. I don't think so. Anyway, no, I'm 5'1". I'm not tall.
Tall, not tall. Here it is, Jones for Wilson of the Jets. I don't think I would actually, if it'll never happen, but I would trade Daniel Jones for Zach. Well, I'm not even a big fan of Zach Wilson, but I would still trade Daniel Jones for Zach Wilson.
If it's a straight swap, sure.
Yeah. Heard rumors. What's the rumor? Heard rumors about the Giants trading for the Jets for Becton. No way. No, they're not getting Becton. They're not going to make that trade. Dom, it is now 6:03, and your time in the UK, that is 27:40. As we all know, it's a cut. T-Brad said it. Yeah, I agree. It's a Cutcliffe connection. Like Logic's Finest. Don't get mad at me. Your shins will shatter. He is mini me on PCP.
I'm mini me with less of a temper.
Dom is my mini me.
Oh, that's scary.
Dom is mini. He wishes he was me. Oh my God. Don is mini me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Logic's Finest. You just screwed up. You just screwed up. Because now there's going to be a sound effect. There's going to be something happen for Sunday.
You're going to get creative with clip art, aren't you?
Oh my God, this is going to be great. I see why you would lose to a 6'4" guy. Sorry, Dom. What's your pick? If you what's one pick you wish the Giants could have made?
Well, in previous drafts or this draft? Because in this draft, you have to wait till Sunday, right?
Well, no, you got to wait till next Thursday.
No, for you, if you're presuming you'll reveal your pick this Sunday, right?
I think everyone knows my pick.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I haven't done 9 million mock drafts.
True.
Because I just throw out my picks. I don't care.
Well, normally you keep it a secret, of course.
I could keep it a secret. I'm still trying to figure out this notification thing on Twitter.
We're back on that again, right?
I don't, because I have this button that says notifications all, and then there's another tab that says mentions. And this, this guy, Michael R., replied to me. And it says replying to me, to Online Big Blue. but I don't know. And then someone else replied to me and this guy named, they replied to me and the Giants. And this person replied to me and the Giants. This person replied to me and the Malik Willis Express. But it doesn't show me what the original comment was.
I'm not quite sure what you want me to do about this.
I want you to fix it. I want you to fix it.
Oh, dear me.
I want you to figure out this for me because I'm not going to Google it. I'm interested now, but as soon as I turn the mic off, I'm not going to be interested anymore. Oh my God, Logic's fine. Is just ripping you apart today.
He is. I don't.
Midgets need hugs too. Dom needs a hug and a belly rub. Okay, I'm done. I don't think midgets like belly rubs, and it's not midgets. It would be LPs, which stands for the little people. And Dom is more of a hobbit. We've because the hobbit average height is 4'1".
It's not that tall.
I don't know.
3'5".
Listen, it took me 20-something years to watch The Phantom Menace. Okay, I'm gonna watch Lord of the Rings now. That's not on my list. I'm watching a Japanese zombie TV series right now.
And anyway, I fixed your Twitter thing. I sent it to you in the chat.
Oh, okay, thank you. Hold on.
Actually, really did.
You really did? Okay,
I really did.
This thing? Oh, it's sent from Ash Jeeves. Can I find the original? Oh, thank you. Can I find the original post? Oh, you know what? It's already too long to read. Just sum it up to me and send it in a message. That's too long to read. But thank God, look at that.
That's what I used to say to people at work. Was like, this guy called Tristan used to come to me and was like, "We got this big pack down that we need to do." I was like, "Right, either do it or summarize it for me, and then you're going to do it." And it took him like 3 or 4 attempts of various bits and pieces before he just came with the summary of what it said. At which point he said, "I've already gone and done it." I was like, "You're learning. Well done."
I was in a meeting. I'll have to use this as paper. I was in a meeting and someone, very nice person, put together a beautiful presentation. And they did it through PowerPoint and they printed out. It was like 30 pages and they printed it out and they went through it. And I was like, yes. And then I was going through the pages. Oh, yes, looks good. And then I was like, okay, well, thank you. And he left the room. And my buddy Tom looked at me and said, did you hear anything they said? I said, no. I said, I zoned out when I saw it was a slide was 1 of 30. I stopped listening then. So then I told him, I said, you know what you need to do? I said, you need to summarize this to me for me and then send it to me in an email. And then he, like a half hour later, I went to my desk. I went back in my office and I sat down. I got an email and I click on the email and he wrote back literally because it just cracked me up because I clicked on because he wrote summary of the presentation. And the summary was, I think it was, the summary was, it was very simple. This is stupid.
Amazing.
But I told him, I said, well, okay, we summed it up for me. And then I went into another meeting with some of the vice presidents and they sat down and they said, well, what did you think? I said, well, this was stupid. And then he goes to me, comes back in my office after my meeting. He goes, well, what did you tell him? I said, I told him what you said, that this was stupid. He's like, oh my God, Tim, that was just a joke. He's like, you didn't actually look at the Excel, the Word document that was attached to the bottom of the file. On the bottom of the email. And then I opened up the file and it was like 4 paragraphs. And I looked at it, I said, I'm not going to read this. This is too long. I said, I'm going with your original synopsis.
And is this why MySpace no longer exists?
This is why MySpace
they just looked at it and went, this is stupid. And went, oh, okay, that's it.
Most people do not know that I was the vice president of MySpace.
There you go.
Dom, it's all love, buddy. We can both.
I know. It's all good.
He's going to cry afterwards. Tim, over and under on Leonard Williams doing his usual spin for 0 productivity this season, 10 times a game. Oh, I'm going to go that's over 10. I think it's going to be 9.
Isn't it under?
I don't know. I'm worried why the Giants show interest in Sam. Me too. Dom, we're going to wrap this up because it's 9 at 6:09 and my food's going to be here at 6:15. As always, it is time. We only got up to 70 likes. That kind of pisses me off. I wanted 75.
You were very clear.
I think I said 70.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Can I? But I'm just going to pretend I'm upset. I'm very upset.
I'm going to go and cry in a minute, so don't worry about it.
Midgets don't cry because they don't have tear ducts. You didn't know that? I learned that in anatomy.
Where was the logic in that?
I don't know. Someone said to me the other day, "How do you think of this shit so quick?" And then it just comes out of your mouth.
That's what she said.
And I was just like I don't know.
There's a really simple answer. He doesn't think.
Well, that's what a lot of people, that's what if someone used to tell me. That's why one friend tells me all the time. What you think in your head, you do not always have to say.
Yeah,
I'm like, some of it's funny as shit, so I have to say it. Dom, this is where we always wrap up the show. We're at 72 likes. I'm pissed off because I wanted 75, even though Dom said we really only needed 70. Dom,
have you hit refresh?
Oh, shut up, you wanker.
One of the great British insults.
72.
There we go.
Dom, for the 40 people that hung in for the 2 hours and 10 minutes
and 35 seconds
and 35 seconds, 37, 38,
39,
39, 40, 41, 42.
This is fascinating viewing.
I just want to see how long I could do this with people not getting the room. Actually, the viewer count's gone up.
And the like count has gone up as well.
I know. Okay. 2 minutes, 10 minutes, and 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 211. Dom, close it out.
Stay classy, San Diego.
No, come on, be serious. No. This is a serious show, man.
All right, it's time to bring it down a level.
Bring it down. Take it down. Take it down. Final thoughts from the Dom.
In my best Jerry Springer.
72 likes, 71 likes,
69, 68.
Come on, Dom, close it out.
No, I'm just looking forward to
I love this one for Logic Finals. You said 2 minutes, 10 minutes ago. I can't tell time. That's why I have a digital watch.
Welcome to every stream.
Come on, 74 likes.
Looking forward to Sunday. Looking forward to the draft and for
draft, baby. Yeah.
To requote my best comment ever, which is not a high bar. Let's see if Joe Shane can pull the greatest trick the Bear ever pulled was by convincing the world it didn't exist with his draft pick on a week Thursday.
And Joe Rev says, "Hasta la vista, baby."
Hasta la vista, draft, baby.
74. We need one more like to have 76.
Great maths, as always. Nailing it.
Hey, listen, it takes bankrupt companies.
With maths like that, you could have Kevin Abraham's job last year.
I think I did have Kevin Abrams. Well, if we sign him for 72, let's see, Corey Davis got 36 million. He set the receiver market. Kevin Abrams, what should we sign Kenny for? 72 million.
We want to be doubly as good as everyone else, so let's do that.
We're going to show the rest of the league. We're going to double his salary. Why? I don't know.
Because we can.
Because we actually no, we can't.
Not anymore.
I think it was proven that we can't. All right, everyone, we're up to 76 likes. I wanted 80. But I'll take you know what? The last 40 minutes of the show always just goes off the fucking rails.
I mean, that implies the first hour and a bit was on the rails, but okay.
We need a new moderator, or we need a moderator because I can keep us.
What happened to your mod?
They go to school. And the theory is this: I go to school. I can't do a 4 o'clock stream during the middle of the day. Did you ever hear about cutting class?
Yeah, that always ends well.
Yeah, because if you cut class, fail out of school, you'll just get a YouTube channel. See how well this works out. I always say I'm a Y list celebrity.
You're up one from most people that appear on those celebrity shows.
Well, I told you I went up to from Z status when someone recognized me a second time in the supermarket. They didn't recognize me; they recognized the voice.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not.
I was on the phone, and I've told you the story. I didn't tell you. I'm gonna tell the story real quick. Now I'm logging out. I was on the phone in the supermarket, and I was talking to somebody, and I hung up, and then this guy kept looking at me. Now I admit I was looking sexy. I'm gonna throw that out there. I was looking good.
Naturally, I mean,
I was looking good. That did my hair look good.
You've been to the gym.
I had on I did just finish in the gym. I had on my Eddie Bauer leather jacket. I was looking good. I admit it. So I was thinking, okay, I'm married. You can look, but you can't touch. And he goes, excuse me. I said, oh God, that's always a bad sign. He goes, are you on YouTube? And I said, no, I'm in the supermarket, which I actually did say. And then
I can believe that.
And then he goes, are you online Big Blue? And I was like, yes. No, go on.
I'm also overnights on.
And I always tell people, stick a move, stay covered up just in case. Real nice jump. Real nice guy. Took a picture. Real nice guy. I thought it was weird that he wanted a picture. That's why I'm not saying his name, but I thought it was weird that he wanted a picture. It's like, okay. And then I tell my wife, I said, I've graduated to Y list.
Does that mean you're not appearing on Big Brother this year?
I might. The UK version.
It's back, apparently.
Yeah. Back again. Guess who's back? Shady's back.
As long as Backstreet's not back, we're all right.
Backstreet's back. All right. Sorry. Vinny G says, what does he say? Later, boys.
Still going.
Later, boys. Lots of laugh. True Giant fans are the best. We are. I love Logic's fans. I slipped in. Sorry, I slipped out there. He came back. Well, you shouldn't have left. You shouldn't have left.
No, I think he's referring to his previous comment, which is, can Dom even touch the high bar? No.
No. All right. We got 77 likes. I wanted 80. I'm highly disappointed in everyone in this room. You could have just went out of the room, created a new YouTube account, come back in, and then and then you could have left again. So I'm stuck at 77.
Tim created 9,500 YouTube accounts just for this channel.
I still say that was one of your funniest text messages that I got. For those that do not know, we hit 10,000 subscribers. Sorry, I think about that. Hit 10,000 subscribers, and Dom sends me a message congratulating me and basically tells me you must be tired after creating 9,000 new YouTube accounts.
That was my one for the year. Wait, you're now going to have to wait till 2023 for another just like it.
And the best line at the end from me was, well, damn, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think about that?
Vinny G's got you. Look.
I know I saw that. Lots of time. I did that 7 times. Well, you know what, Vinny G? You have to do it 2 more times. So I'm only at 78. I can't leave till we hit 80.
Your dinner's going to get cold quick.
77, 76, 75, 79. Come on, people. There's not 2 more likes out there. And I know I'll get the 2 extra likes when the rebroadcast comes out. I know I'll get them, but I want 80 likes now. I want it now.
You've got no patience. The man can't wait.
I must have patience. I've been doing this for 2 hours and 17 minutes with you. I must have all the patience in the world. 79. 69.
There is one more person I know with more patience than you.
Who? This is online. There you go. I knew that was coming.
That's what she said.
All right, Dom. We're out of here, guys. Hope everyone enjoys their evening. Stay safe. Look for the big stream coming up Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have the new video coming out tomorrow with OGR Sports. Of course, it is the new show. It is my new show just for the New York Giants season. You're going to be able to see it tomorrow or listen to it tomorrow. It's Return of the Giants, the 2022 season. That will be the logo. When you see that, that's how you'll know it's the show. You'll see it initially on our channel. Then it'll be every place that you can find podcasts. I don't know how to turn the banner off. So we're going to leave it at that. And I appreciate everyone. We're at 79 likes. Everyone have yourself a good evening. Dom and I, we're out of here, and we'll see you next week. Have a good night, Ninja.